Attention, this is not a test. This is a message from the Tarkov emergency alert system. Serious threats have been identified in the area. Everyone is advised to seek shelter and stay away from windows. Lock your doors and protect yourself. Private, military contractors have been deployed and it is unsafe to travel to or near the Ultra Mall, Tarkov Sanatorium, Priozesk Natural Woods Reserve, Tarkov Industrial Port of Customs or the Federal State Reserve Agency base. Stand by for further information. Good luck and Godspeed. This is not a test.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the semifinals of the Evasions tournament. Oh, I am joined by the amazing Atlas family. What is going on, Atlas? How are you doing today?
Doing fantastic, man. Really excited to be here.
Welcome, welcome, guys. I hope you guys are excited as I am about some amazing stuff going on. We have the semifinals, like I said, for the Evasion GG's battles. We have some amazing competitors today. We've got a lot. Today has been absolutely amazing. First off, I want to thank some amazing people. BSG, thank you guys so much for that amazing host. That absolutely fantastic. You guys are rocking it. So much new information that we just got from your podcast, things that I am super excited about. I can't wait. Also, Hayes, thank you for coming in. I saw you coming in here also with that juicy raid. But let's look at our competitors today, Atlas. Let's see what we've got going on. Semifinals today. Angry Elmo, Gaz, That Ace, and British Uba. Have you been able to watch any of the previous tournaments and seen these competitors, Atlas?
Not as often as I would have liked, but I did have a chance to go back and review everyone, and they all seem like very, very capable competitors today. I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, every single one of these competitors has put on such a great showing. If you look at their scores from their previous groups, Ace had 102, Gaz had 102, Angry Elmo had 108, and then our wild card, which is actually British from Group F, he also came in with 102. So every single one of these competitors had almost the exact same scoring from their first time around. It was crazy to see, and that's what we're looking at today. This is going to be a great tournament because we have all of these competitors that comes down to maybe just a point or two. We're going to see some exciting gameplay on the tournament today. So this is, oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So Atlas, let me ask you this. Have you ever competed in one of these before? Because I know that you've casted before.
I did actually. I had the pleasure to compete, I believe, 3 times. I partnered with Drunk Hud, and we took first place in one tournament, and then came in second in another tournament, and came in last in the third tournament I competed in. And I hope to compete in the future again. And if anybody's ever interested in thinking about, should I apply to an Evasion GG tournament, 100% you should, guys. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it really truly is. This is the premier tournament for Tarkov. So a lot of work goes into this by the amazing crew over at Evasion. They do so much behind the scenes to create everything that you're seeing here today. They create the games that all of the competitors are going to be playing. It is a lot of work. And if you are on the OCE, our Oceania friends over in Australia, over in that area of the world, there is signups right now going on for Oceania tournament. I believe it's still open. I will get clarification for that. And the North American duo applications open tonight. So if you've got a teammate that you work very closely with and you are looking to get into some duo action, this is going to be the way to go. Any information that you want to find out about, go over here to evasion.gg. This is the home to everything Evasion. You want to know about signups. You want to know how to sign up, about the events that are going to be happening each and every day. This is where you go. You can find it right up at the top. Season 4 challenges. Our solos happened for NA was February 12th through the 28th. We're right now in the EU. And then Oceania will be up April 2nd through the 10th. Also, you can go across the top. You can see our duo battles, trio battles. You can find information about the competitive team. See all of the amazing players that compete for the Evasion team. From one of my great friends, Suddy. Everybody knows Tweak, Robin, absolutely crazy. And one of the actual competitors that will be competing tomorrow, Blitzer Girl. And if you have not watched Blitzer Girl, I suggest go watch her. She is a machine. She just blows through everybody. And also, chat, one other thing to make sure you go check out, if you are supporting this family and you like what you see, check out our merch store over at the evasion.gg/merch. I've seen some amazing jerseys come out from everybody. They're spectacular. They're comfortable. Suddy, I know, was showing off his on his stream. The hats, pick up some great merch. What about you? Think about any of this merch over there, Atlas?
This is one of the first times I'm seeing it. This is just too cool. I'm really loving that button up in the top right. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great. I know when I saw Suddy's jersey, because I believe Suddy's has his name across the back, I was like,
Little envy.
Exactly, a little bit of envy. And also make sure you are following them on Twitter. It's evasion_GG on Twitter, because that's when they post all of the information about anytime things are coming up, information about competitions. So please follow them over on Twitter also. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, let's get into this. We're going to go ahead and we are going to launch into our semifinals video. Let's go ahead and see what these competitors can bring, what they've brought so far. I'm excited.
Grenade. one dead, one sick boy dead at the back. I think there were more though.
Because it's ramp. Oh, yeah. Weird guy going off ramp.
No way! No way! What is this gun?
GG's. That video gets me hyped. I'm so excited about today, Atlas. I'm very, very excited. Oh man, we are gonna have something special, and we are gonna be starting, as you saw a bunch of those clips. Those competitors, they go ahead and they destroy. I have to remove a little bit of points though away from away from that ace for using that KS-23. I know that's a hot topic right now that maybe we'll get into a little bit later, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at the first map that all of the competitors will be playing on. This is our Labs Offline. It's kind of an intro into the tournament. It allows everybody to go ahead and get warmed up, get loose. It's a fun way, but it is very impactful, especially as we see with our competitors today. They all won their brackets with the exact same points, except for one who won with 108. And a single point can mean the difference between winning and going to the finals and getting that prize money and losing. So Labs Offline, our PMCs are going to spawn offline. They are going to try to score the highest amount of XP with the PvE settings below, and then they have to extract they're going to have to extract before the 15 minutes are up. They will be going onto their own timers. They will not have and their battle mods will be keeping up with their timers. So we may see something different. People may be getting in and out at different times. Battle mods are absolutely amazing. They handle all of that information. They keep track of everything for us and help us give you guys the best show. Get a huge shout out for the battle mods. But these players are going to be able to go in with pretty much anything that they want except for tier 6 armor. That is a no-go. No tier 6 armor. The other big thing about this is the library bonus will be removed. So there will be no library bonus for this tournament. So I believe all of our participants are getting ready. They are going to hop out there and we will get them squared away. Oh man, I'm excited. They're being sent out right now. We're going to get into the action. I can't wait. Can't wait. So Atlas, are you a Labs player? Yes or no?
Probably not. I can go in there and hold my own a little bit, but I'm nowhere near as good as a lot of those guys out there.
All right, well, we're going to get right into the action. Our first person in is going to be Gasm. Gaz is going ahead, doing what we like to see. Now, this is a very interesting map because it is all about XP. So it's about getting, headshots, trying to gain as much experience as you can in any way that you can. So we see a lot of competitors early on go ahead, hit as many buttons as they can, get all of the raiders, and push. What do you think your strat would be here, Atlas?
Very similar, very similar. Just try to spawn as many raiders as I could, and like you said, get that headshot bonus. And I don't know, actually. Labs can be a little tricky, the way they spawn and the way they they huddle together. They don't tend to roam until you aggro them, you know? So I would just keep shift Wing looking for them. But this one is a little different for me. I think this is one of the newer forms of doing this, the offline labs. I never participated personally in this. This is cool to see.
Yeah. Now, this is a really cool thing. This is offline. Don't forget that. Everybody is in their own raids. It's offline. It's all about warming up here and just trying to get some points and trying to get a good feel. Now, we do see British using a GL. And if you don't know, the GL, I believe it's like a 98%. Every single time you kill something with the GL, it's a headshot. So that's going to give British a huge opportunity to gain a bunch of extra points through the headshot bonuses that you're going to get. Just going ahead and popping that GL, having some fun with it.
Okay.
Now, this is something I do suggest to a lot of new players that are trying to learn the gunplay of Tarkov. Pick a gun, build a loadout, grab a labs card, and go into offline labs. Throw your raiders on a little bit harder, and learn to shoot the guns that you're shooting, because raiders are, even though they are aimbody, are going to give you a really good experience in learning how to shoot and how to maneuver on maps. So I do suggest this to a lot of people, and even seasoned veterans of Tarkov. Go ahead and do this. Warm up before you start your stream, before you start playing each day. Get a little warm up in. This is a great way to start.
I got absolutely fucking baited when I
100% agree. 100% agree.
rolled on.
All right, we're listening on
Man,
Ace
fucking
right now.
left, right,
That Ace
center, everywhere.
trying to find raiders. He's taking a little bit of damage, it looks like. What is Ace running here? Can we? Is this a meta
like an
HK?
Where's all the
Yeah.
raiders?
Very popular gun, especially for the people that have a lot of rubles right now. A lot of streamers are sitting at that lot of money mark. So HKs, and it looks like Gaz was taken out early. Oh no. Oh, you hate to see it. It happens. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get to quite look
just
at
noticed-
his score. He clicked through pretty quick, but I wanted to see the library difference.
So it looks like he had about 8,000 on that front screen, but that will be adjusted for the library bonus to be removed. This is a very, very good warm-up match. You do not want to go out, though, because like I've said, and I'm going to reiterate multiple times today, this tournament could be coming down to 1 point, especially because of the points that the competitors have put up in the past. We're going ahead and listening into Angry Elmo getting into it. I do like the fact that Uba brought in a grenade box with GL grenades in it. Just holding this
100%.
corner, waiting for Raiders to push the door. Yeah, 100. Oh no.
Oh,
that Raider
God.
just said, I don't care about your GL, and just push through the door.
That's okay. I know he was using the GL, but I didn't realize he only had that. That is very, very interesting. I thought he would at least have a backup AS Val or something just in case. Very interesting.
And guys, if you are watching on the Evasion channel, make sure you go ahead and bring up all of these amazing competitors. Go give them a follow if you want to see it from their point of view. Check out their streams. Every single one of them is streaming at this moment. Follows are free.
Yeah, that's my mic. Cool.
Now, Angry's using, Elmo's using the Bravo site over here with a M1, I believe. I don't believe that's an RSS. I believe it's an M1 that he's rocking. Going for those single head taps, getting that extra bonus. Because remember, every time you kill a Raider, Scav, anything with a headshot, you do get bonus experience for that. So I like that choice. I'm not usually a fan of full auto weapons. How about yourself, Atlas?
I think I know what happened anyway.
I prefer full auto. I was a machine gunner in the military, so I need something that goes click, 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 click. You know. I was gonna suggest these guys. Oh, sorry. I was gonna suggest. It's interesting that nobody's touching the bodies because you get a good chunk of EXP just for touching them for a second.
F this guy.
You do, Atlas, and that's a good call. You do get a huge chunk of XP for touching the bodies. I was mistaken. It is a hammer site, not the Bravo site. You do get a chunk of XP. What I have
He's
noticed a
dead.
lot of competitors do is they
Right.
go around, they try to kill as many raiders as they
that.
can,
Now,
and then they
now
run
we
back
can start
by the
flying,
bodies
chat.
and just
Now we're
tag
at that
them.
stupid spot.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it breaks down.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
that hit
Elmo's
Oh,
getting into
Uba
it.
fired.
Sag.
Oh,
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Did you see that with what Uba did?
That's fun.
He fired the GL, but it because of
This
the
is why we
lift
set
on the
up the
GL,
double
it
doors
hit
earlier.
the
We
railing
can,
in front of him,
shoot through
and it didn't
bodies
go
double
off.
windows, right?
Yeah, I've noticed that the GL
can
with
shoot
certain
through them now.
sites, the height is very, very hard to compensate for.
There's another one by the truck.
Man,
And
these
you
guys
can
are
hear them
really
talking
raking
to
a
the-
lot of kills.
Out there-ish.
He is. He really is. He's gotten very fortunate with the raider spawn over here inside of the
Nice.
car lot. So he's able to just sit up here and blast them.
Okay.
You can hear him talking out all of his
Let's
information
run down.
with
We'll
his
F all
battle
these
mod.
guys, and then
We
we'll
have
just
some
literally,
amazing battle mods today.
bump
Angry
into,
Elmo's battle mod is Preppy. Gaz is battle mod is Boosh for Dag. That ace is
We'll run into
Damien,
the hangar.
and British Uba is Bolts 3131. Bolts is a great guy. Love him. Preppy also great people. You'll see him in a lot of different channels on streams. So get some battle mod
One body
hype
has
in the chat.
disappeared. It's kind of unfortunate.
There we go. British is just like you said. He's collecting all that EXP. Very, very
One of
nice.
those. One of those.
Now, one thing I do find funny is that
those?
they just
Alright, let's get a
touch the
hang of it.
bodies, because you do get experience from picking up their items and then just throwing them back down. And I don't see a lot of competitors do this. Do you think it's worth the small amount of XP that you'll get for picking the items up, or do you think it's a bit more
Blast him.
beneficial
Hell
to
yeah,
just
dude.
burn the
I'm trying, man.
time?
I'm trying. We got
and
we
go
got
ahead and
stuck in
get
that,
into
parking office.
I think the
which
multipliers
something I
definitely
shouldn't
make
have
a
got stuck in,
difference,
but
as in
we made it out.
survival,
We're okay.
library, things like that. But honestly, just
shit.
trying to collect those kills, like you said, it's 200 per kill and 200 per headshot, correct? So just trying to rack those up. I don't think it's gonna, the minuscule 30, 40 XP is gonna really add up as much. Just the amount of time you'd waste.
True. Right. And I mean, for me though, it's one of those situations, especially because if I've paid attention to the
there's no
competitors that
hanger.
I'm going against today.
Sag.
Oh, British
okay.
is getting no
That's all right.
hanger. Oh,
7:30.
he's gotten very
7:30,
fortunate
love
with
that.
all of the raiders that he's picked up so far, but not having
No
those
hanger spawn?
those hanger
That's
raiders.
unfortunate.
You know, that's a little
It's okay,
painful.
though. It's not the end of the world.
A little bit of
But
RNG
like I was
comes
saying-
into play.
Wait, what?
It does. It does. Angry Elmo just tapping heads. Now it is something to note though that every single point matters for me. Whereas if you're not getting raiders like British is running into now, I don't know. I think having those few extra 30, 40 points over, you know, because you think about it, 30, 40 points over 10, 20
like 6 minutes
bodies
left or so,
is
right?
going to add up to 400,
6.5.
you know, to 800 XP. I don't know. I think that might be worth, but it's up to the competitors. We'll see what they do.
There we go. He got the elevator. He probably is gonna have some more. But yeah, if he runs out completely, you're 100% correct. That's the only thing he can do, really.
So remember, they have 15 minutes in this raid, everybody. Their battle mods are keeping track, so you will see them getting in and out at different times. We'll start to see them making their ways and making decisions about what to do as that time gets lower and lower. They're running around now. It looks like a couple of them are having a difficult time finding raiders. We see Ace just hit a flash. You can hear the ringing in our ears. Very nice
Oh, that's
point
wrong.
shooting coming in from
Oh, fuck
Ace.
that.
What's going on, Vaughn? How are you doing, Sheaf? What is up, buddy? The man with $1 billion that is no more. One of the other
he killed
amazing
himself.
Tarkov evasion competitors. He is our runner-up for the NA, losing that just by a little bit to the amazing Miss Lizard, who is our NA champion. Oh, there's the beautiful Suddy. Also, what is going on, everyone? How are you all doing in chat? Can I get some hypes in chat? Some amazing competitors. And don't forget, all of the competitors are competing for prize money that BSG has generously donated to this tournament. $1,000 will be going to first place. 500 going to second. So these competitors are competing for money that was graciously donated by the amazing Battlestate Games.
God, that's not good.
Oh,
That's really cool. This is already such a legitimate competition brought on by Evasion and these wonderful people. And now that there's money involved, it's even more legitimate and more competitive. It's really cool.
so, and hey, we all know that there's a pandemic going on. A lot of us may be a little bit strapped for cash. So if you are looking to maybe try to win a little bit of money, make sure you guys are signing up for the Oceania if you are an Oceania Tarkov player, or there is the duo battles coming up very soon. The NA signups are tonight. Angry's got a nice little funnel that he's tagging Raiders straight through. He does have to be careful. Remember, you never want to peek Raiders too much from the exact same location. He's getting into it. Broken leg, blacked leg also. I'm kind of worried about Angry where he's at right now. Uba's just having fun blasting people with his GL, and we can hear Ace using that HK just running around.
I gotta say, that GL move is, I didn't know about it in the beginning, but this is some 300 IQ plays right here by Uba. This is amazing.
Roger that.
Yeah,
wow,
and
Elmo is getting into it.
Winnie grenades.
Yeah, Elmo is really in it right now. Just getting lit up, very hurt. And this being this is the only map that a GL is actually allowed through the entire competition. So I do enjoy seeing people bring it. I do, even though I think even though I hate the GL with a passion, it is interesting to watch people use it in this offline raid to get points.
I love seeing everybody with stims and extra ammo and extra backup armor and extra face shields. They really, you notice that they've been practicing and thinking about this for days. They didn't just load it up and, oh, what am I going to bring? You know, they have a very clear plan, and it's going to show.
Yeah. Now, Pilsner, I do want to answer your question in chat. Is this tournament offline or online? The first map that we are in right now, Labs, this one is offline. This is kind of a warm-up so all of the competitors can get a feel for the day. This is offline, but going forward, every raid is online. So anything can happen. The competitors on a few maps will be loading in together, and then they'll have some solo maps also, so we'll get a nice range of excitement and happenings.
Woo! Very nice. Ace. Well
Ace
done.
has got that flash, but as you can tell, sunglasses or some kind of, I believe the Alton visor does protect against flash a little bit, if I remember correctly. I think it's what, 10%?
I believe 10 or 15%. Yep.
We're starting to be in risky territory right here. Armor's still fine though.
We are wrapping up very soon. Everybody's within that 3 to 5 minute range of extract. So we should start seeing people deciding if they are going to start moving to extract, what to do. Remember, their only requirement is no tier 6 armor. So they, you know, Uba brought his GL and has been having a good time. I'm excited to see, like I said, I believe it's somewhere between 90 to almost 100% of GL kills are headshot kills. I believe they all equate to headshot kills. We can go ahead and see British getting out now. Going ahead and ending British's run. What an amazing GL run. That was a lot of fun to watch. Ace and Elmo are both going to be making their way to extracts very, very soon.
69,000 EXP, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible.
69,000. Let's see. Let's get that next. Let's see how many of these kills actually counted as headshots. Now remember, this is 69,000 with the library bonus that will be subtracted from their total because we don't want to give anybody an unfair advantage that may have their library upgraded versus another competitor that does not have the library. So the library bonus will be removed. Is every one of these a headshot? We'll get clarification on if they were all headshots. Looks like Elmo is out,
Not them.
and it looks
Oh
like Ace
my
is out
God.
also.
26K.
They are all out.
Ace.
100. Oh my gosh, Ace,
Oh, that's the most XP I've ever
126?
seen.
What can you say now?
126,000 XP?
I thought British did
Got,
well.
His
Double
library,
British
might be gigantic.
So
We'll find out soon. We'll get a correct total on how much it is with the library minus. He had 44 kills.
Where's the order?
I'm kind of speechless right now. That was in all of the like I have casted this tournament a lot this season. I've watched it pretty much every weekend. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get that high. I think 120 was the highest we ever saw, or 110. That was absolutely crazy. Atlas, what did you think of that warm up?
I was blown away. I didn't think anybody was going to get over 80,000 EXP, and I'm humbled, man. These guys are very impressive. I'm excited to see what they do in live raids.
Yeah, I can't wait for the live raids. These competitors are just they 44 raiders. The RNG that Atlas got to even get 44 raiders. We have sometimes where competitors are running around the entire time just going, I don't have anything to kill. I don't know what to do. And they're just trying to find something, whereas you get Atlas over here who's just got a flood of raiders coming in.
Ace.
Oh, I can't wait. Or Ace, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Atlas. Atlas, Ace. Woo, I'm just pumped. I'm excited. That was amazing. Ace that's nuts. I'm excited. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our point standing. Brackets are up to date. That Ace coming in with 10. Then we have Elmo right now in second with 7, British Uba with 6, and Gasm with 1. Now, Gasm did go out early. We will see if that will affect the rest of the tournament for him, because so much of this tournament is based off of that momentum that you get. But this was offline. It's about fun. It's about relaxing. What do you think, Atlas? How are we going to see everything going forward from here?
I think he could still come back. There's always that RNG factor that could play against Ubba and Ace and Elmo later on. They could get face tapped by a shotgun scab. You never know on Shoreline, and Gasm could be the only one left. And so I think the important thing is that the competitors stay focused on themselves, their own points, and how they can improve, and not be worried about the other competitors.
Now, if you are new to this tournament, the way that this tournament works is we will have 5 different maps that the competitors will compete on. So we have a lot of tournaments still to go. They are going to compete from everything from just trying to get some kills to actually objective-based things that the Evasion team has come up with. So 5 different maps. We got through our first one. We still have 4 more to go. There's a lot of events still to happen. I can't wait, because it just keeps getting better and better and better. Some of my favorite events are about to come up very soon. One of my personal favorite is our Interchange Mall Cops and Robbers. I can't wait for that map. Atlas, what is your favorite one from the new format that we have this season?
I'm partial to Reserve, I gotta say. Reserve is my favorite map. I love Glue Car. I love the way that map works, the grenade launchers, the machine guns. That's what I'm most excited about, is the Reserve checkmate, I believe.
Yeah, Reserve is such an amazing map that so much can happen, and we've seen so many people make huge comebacks on Reserve. It is one of the maps that has the most potential for points, and the other thing about that map is every competitor loads in by themselves into their own raid, so you never know what's going to happen. It's great. It's great. So, I'm excited. I'm excited about
Reserve. Can also be scary too because of the spawns alone. They're just a little bit more critical.
So, oh man. Well, Atlas, I told you it's my favorite map. It's my favorite competition that we have this entire event, and it's coming up next. So I'm very excited. Interchange, go ahead and take it away. Tell the people what we're going to be watching today.
All right, guys, Mall, Cops, and Robber. There's going to be 4 players. One of the PMCs is a Robber. The rest are Mall Cops. The Mall Cops are tasked with taking down the Robber. The Robber's goal is to shoplift at least 200K in find and raid goods to fence and extract. whoever can take down the robber gets bonus points. But if the robber gets away with 200k in goods and extracts, then they can get the bonus points. PMCs will be sent their roles in a DM before the round. The players will have 60 seconds to separate before the raid is declared hot, and killing each other is allowed. So they will be loading in together, guys. Starting loadout. Any loadout they want. Blackjack backpack, 2 stims max, and 2 grenades max. Not allowed. So like Fluffy said, the GL is not allowed, guys. No Mark 18, no Reef, no Fleer, no T7s, no run-throughs. Points. Scab kill counts as 1 point. PMC kill with no tag, 1 point. PMC kill with a tag, 3 points. Killa, 5 points. Extraction, 5 points. And bonus, 10 points. The participants have 30 minutes.
Now, just in, it is no longer 200,000 that Fence wants. Fence is exceptionally greedy. These competitors have competed before. They know what is expected of them. So the Fence has said, you know what? I want 300,000. 200,000 was too easy. You are veteran competitors. I want more. And so now the competitors need to get 300,000. And we know how greedy Fence is. We know he does not give a lot of money for anything. So, Atlas, what would your strategy be here? What would you do if you became the robber? How would you play this out?
If I was playing the robber, I think that I would try to hit high loot tech stores for things like golden G phones, Tetrises, and then also killing scabs. You know, they can drop really, really good stuff. The RNG is always strong, and things like antique axes, that can be one antique axe is 1/5 of the amount of rubles you need. And so, I mean, there's also the option of going back in the computer rooms, or just, I mean, technically you could just kill a, well, no, that's
now
that's
remember
not,
this is
to be
to
found in raid.
Fence.
Yeah,
It has to be found in raid, and it has to be to Fence. So Fence does not give as much for those tech items. He also doesn't take a lot of keys. So does that change your plan a little bit?
No, because I think scabs could have the potential to have a lot of things. Like the weapons alone will sell for pretty well, I believe, and then the melees go to Fence for a little bit more. So I think that's would be my strategy.
Okay. So would you push into the mall at all? Would you try to stay under, maybe hit the, you know, there are a lot of caches outside on interchange. Would you stay towards those?
True. I would push inside, I think. I would push inside. Just the potential for the scab kills and the PMC kills. It's the objective, like the mall and the mall cops and robber is important, but also just allowing the other things to flow as well, like possibly Killa, and possibly the PMC kills. Because, I mean, 3 PMC kills with tags can be as much as the bonus. And, you know, you can find hatchlings all the time in Tech Light, Techo.
That is very true. You can definitely, if you push to those high value loot areas on the map, you can pick up a lot of easy kills, especially because we do have so many you know, people that somehow forgot their gear when they were loading into the map. It happens, you know, we've all hit ready and not had a gun or a backpack or a rig or anything, and run straight to those high value loot spots to grab graphics cards, to maybe hit ultra medical if the power is on. So if the competitors are wanting to push up there, they do have the opportunity to pick up a couple of kills, but if they die, they do lose the 10 bonus points. That can happen. So it is something that they have to be aware of. They have to make those choices to move. Now, the blackjack backpack that every single one of them has to run is a 42 slots. So that means for 300k to Fence, at least every single slot item needs to be 7,200 rubles. I mean, that's kind of hard, and that forces you to really have an understanding of value per item in the game. And you'll hear a lot of streamers, especially bigger streamers, talk about the loot that they are grabbing. It's this much per slot, because that's how you want to think about loot in Tarkov. You only have so many slots. How much value am I getting? Yes, a car battery may sell for, you know, 40,000, but what is that per slot? It's not that much. So it's heavy, so it's not worth. So does that change up a little bit for you, Atlas? What do you think?
Yeah, they're gonna have the rat, especially, or excuse me, the robber is definitely gonna have to be a little aggressive in his looting. Fence is tough, and the extra 100K is not it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah. So our competitors are all in. This is going to be a little bit of a rough split up for them. Remember, they loaded in together. They are all in the exact same map. They do need to split up. They have 30 seconds to get away from each other before the raid is set hot, and they can start shooting each other. So we want to make sure all the competitors are far enough away. None of us have an idea of who the robber is yet. We're like you. We're totally in the dark. I can't wait to see who starts looting up. Going ahead, Ace going ahead and popping his meds.
He must have heard somebody close. Or he is in a very high traffic area right now.
And Pilsner, these are public servers. They can run into PMCs anywhere at any time. And I believe the raid is now hot. Yes. I like the location that Ace has decided. That's who we're listening into right now. I like the location where Ace has decided to go. He knows a lot of people are going to run up those stairs. He's going around the back, trying to find anything. Let's see who starts picking things up, because I'm excited to see who our robber is.
Oh, Abba just went down.
Oh, Abba's going down early. Oh, no. Wait. Yep. Oh, head eyes. Abba going down super early in the raid. Unfortunate. Oh. We hate to see him especially go out that early in the raid. It does happen. There are other people on the map. You never know. Oh, Angry getting into it right now. No, Angry Elmo going down also. 2 people sitting at the bottom of the stairs. What is happening right now?
You know, I hate to say it, but I think a full auto weapon would have done him a little bit better there in that situation.
You're not wrong. It definitely could have. Oh, man. No way. That is 2 competitors out. I don't think either one of the competitors that we have left are the robber. Doesn't look like either one of them is trying to loot. It looks like they're just getting into position to hold loot spawns. Ace going ahead and lighting somebody up right now.
Very cheeky spot Ace has. I believe he's in, what is that, Fashion?
I believe that's the name of the store, is Fashion. Getting up on those little cheeky areas that you can kind of peek around. You know, one of the things I talk about so much is that not enough players look up. Ooh, lighting it up with a nice hip fire. Looked like that was a clean headshot. Looking for anybody else.
Secure that tag. There we go.
Beautiful. Get those bonus points. That's right, Atlas.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I don't think either one of these is the robber. Unfortunate. Well,
going ahead and picking up a second tag for that Ace. So now we get to see their... This is one of the things that happens so much in Tarkov, where you kind of become your worst enemy, because if neither one of these are the robber, they have no idea that the robber is down. They're going to start being like, well, I haven't seen anybody. Where do I go? What do I do? If you're not the robber, what do you do here, Atlas? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking collect as many kills as I can, especially with tags, and then get that survival bonus. I mean, essentially that's what they're doing, is looking for that robber, but they're never gonna know who it is. And they're just gonna have to get the tag and extract.
2 kills, right? Mm-hmm. 2 PMC kills confirmed.
So we've got Ace running through the restaurants at the... Over there at the, you know, it's Papa John's, but I can't... What is it called in game? I can never remember.
Papa Pizza.
Pizza. It's Papa something. I can't remember the name of it in game. So we've got him running around. Both players are up top, I believe. Or did Gaz go down? I might have missed him going down.
Gaz did go down right now.
Okay, he did go down.
I want in.
That's it, yeah.
That's an MK18.
I really
MK18
like
isn't
these
allowed
angles
for
that these
competitors,
players
right?
are holding.
No,
Just making
so
sure.
that's a third party.
As you can tell, a lot of these players have been playing a long time. They may know a lot of these angles back for when we had Shooterborn and Heaven on this map to try to get those 100-meter headshots. Getting these long-range locations was very important then, but they've removed that task, or they've removed interchange from Shooterborn and Heaven and changed it to reserve.
Very
Shots
good move
near
on BSG's
Ace, I
part.
believe. I enjoyed Shooterborn on interchange. I kind of wish that they would have just left it on interchange and just added reserve to that instead of removing it. I do think because I feel like it's made the towers outside completely pointless now. Nobody's ever going to go up there for any reason for the most part.
This is getting tense. Ace is next to somebody healing.
Oh,
Yep.
Ace dropping down, breaking his legs, getting a nice kill under those stairs. These are the two players that
Yep.
dropped one of the other competitor. I believe it was Angry Elmo that they had dropped earlier. They're still in the same spot.
Wow.
Traitor! We got a rat
Here it comes.
Damn it!
You can
He's
hear
running.
him yelling at
Get him,
another
Ace.
competitor. He does not care. Oh, the intensity right now. I'm super intense. Oh, great way to
This
get
guy
some
running loves
revenge.
escalators.
I feel like that might have been the robber because he ran.
Oh, you hear Ace talking. I think that might have been the robber because he ran. Really?
Fuck,
See,
man,
this
I
is
don't
what I
think
was
so.
talking about, Atlas. They just don't know. They're like, they start guessing and they're like, okay, maybe this is this. Maybe this is this.
100%. I think he's still got to secure the tag. Yep.
Getting other people's tag
Go
with
outside.
anything, right?
Oh,
Just yours.
oh, Ace, pick up that MK18. You do not want to leave that on the field for anybody. Because if a scav... Yeah. So he can't use the MK if he takes it off of the body. He can't use it. But it removes that from others PMCs or scavs being able to pick it up and use it against them. So I would 100%, I would personally be like picking that up, putting it on my back and saying, no, I don't want this on the field.
That was definitely one of us though. He was MDR. Sun's MDR and Blackjack backpack. 100%.
Az is just desperately looking for something here.
Guess that's why he ran.
Ace is swapping out all of his gear right now. He is convinced in his head that that is another competitor that ran away thinking it's the robber. So he's trying to get healed up.
Fuck it, boys. We run up here.
Yep. And because this was the group that killed one of our competitors, he is wearing the competitor's gear. So Ace is convinced that it is a competitor.
I think that's the majority of players down.
Looks
Maybe
like
that's why
Gaz
he
and
ran,
Ace have
'cause he wants
switched
to
spots.
fucking,
Ace has gone back up into the mall. Gaz is underneath now.
all the loot, you know.
These two are just circling each other over and over. We may see them start
There's a lot
to
of
circle
it has
in
to
and
be
close
found in
that
raid
circle and
items,
get
right?
closer. And we might get into a fight here soon.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see that personally. Gaz versus Ace. There's just not enough noise going on to attract them to one another, I don't think. They're both suppressed and there's not a lot of nades being thrown.
Yep. And remember, they're only allowed 2 grenades, so they definitely don't want to waste those they want to save them for the most opportune times.
Definitely.
I guess those guys were dead already then?
Back
I
downstairs.
can't know if there's
I'm
players
surprised by
left
how
or not,
often
I don't
they're spending in the basement. From
get that
me
info.
personally, I wouldn't spend a lot of time in the basement. It doesn't seem very active down there. What do you
Guess I
think?
just go kill
Well,
some
normally I would agree with
I
you,
don't know.
but the thing about the basement and the thing about this tournament is there are over 50 boxes. I believe Sigma, the amazing Sigma has a splendid YouTube video about
Yo, Bailey.
loot running interchange and never actually going into the mall and hitting all of these. You can check it out on her YouTube. But there are a lot of crates underneath. So if you're not the robber and you know that the robber probably isn't going to push into a lot of high value,
I get points
you know,
for
or those
extracting as
high
well, though,
tier,
right?
high trafficked area, you're going to think he's down low. Both of them are in the basement. They are on opposite sides of the map, though. Ace is going ahead and murdering some scavs, looking around. Gaz also picking up a few other scavs. Every single kill is a point, so that is still points on the board for them. Ace doing a little parkour, showing off some of the different paths that you can take. Oh.
Max strength will get you places.
Have a look at power.
So this is, I believe that BSG did say in the podcast today that when we get the next update, they are reworking the bonuses for strength and endurance. So we might not be able to see people making these jumps as they're making right now. I'm excited for that. I think a lot of times the jumps that we see people make are very flashy. They're great for stream, but they're also not really realistic. and I know we have to find that balance, and that's something.
More realism.
Yeah, and for me, it's one of those things where I want to. It's a hard balance, and so many people have their own opinions, and we see so many people talking about the state of Tarkov and what what they want from the game. And for me, it is about having realism mixed with a game, and I think BSG is doing a great job trying to walk that line. And just do amazing. Gaz over in Idea, Ace and Ollie, these two just keep going to the opposite ends of the mall, staying away from each other somehow.
I do think Ace has the right idea. I feel like Ollie is much more active in terms of player scavs, regular scavs than the Idea side. It's just how it is right now in Interchange.
Yep, and Poe, you were exactly right. IRL, you could use your hands to climb up on something. Wearing a lot of gear, trying to make those climbs. I would like to see that, you know what I mean? Maybe a little climbing, but you're going to be struggling to get up there. So I do agree with you, Poe. Yes, that is something that you could do. So it is a balance between the game and between realism.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hard thing to do. That's why I'm glad I'm not a developer. I just get to enjoy what they want to make. Gaz shooting at, looks like a player scav, maybe? Because that looked like a run jump.
I don't...
Wait. What was that?
I don't think it
maybe
was. Yeah, it was just kind of a weird interaction, I believe, but... Because who just walks away? Well, I mean, unless he shot him, you're correct, and he ran out of stamina. You ever had that happen to you, and then you just start walking?
Yeah. Ace going ahead and repacking some mags, taking a moment, picking up another kill on a scav. I love the backup slicks. You never know what you're going to get into. You always want to make sure your armor is in pristine condition.
We chilling for sure.
100%. 200 IQ.
I also like that Ace has picked up all of this gear, saying, well, I'm going to take this with me.
Yeah, let's go back to Goshan, check that for scavs and players maybe.
Okay, they're both heading towards Goshan. This is where we might see them come head to head.
This is going to get exciting. We're starting to push. Yeah, we're both of them are now pushing to the middle of the map, which we've been waiting for this entire time as they've circled each other over and over.
I hope I don't get one tapped by like some hunter player scav. That would be really frustrating.
I gotta say too, they have the same extract, so we could see things get a little messy near the end of their timer.
Oh, okay. Ace is pushing far back right now. Gaz is on that back wall. The back loading storage dock area.
Very close. Very close to each other.
Oh, they are. Oh. Gaz. Oh, no. Ace is running the opposite direction. No, Ace, turn around. Go the other way. Gaz is still pushing through.
He heard you. They're about to face. I think Gaz hears him.
Oh no!
Guns, trust me.
Gaz is shooting a scab.
Ace
Ace
is
is
gonna
gonna
hear
hear
it.
those
Okay.
shots, even though they're suppressed.
Here we go.
Here they go!
I don't think they're in.
Run.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Oh, bad grenade from Gaz there. Didn't go through the door.
How is that motherfucker not in?
These two are just lighting
Oh
each
my
other
God,
up.
bro, what?
Oh,
Very
Gaz!
nicely done, Gaz.
Shit.
Nice
Oh,
try,
sick
Ace.
campfire. Get some GGs in chat. What an amazing, amazing point fire shot from Gaz to drop him. Oh,
Now that's really
let's
the
go.
pinnacle. That's very
GGs in the
exciting to
chat.
see
Some
that.
hype right now. Please, please, please go to every single one of these competitors. That was splendid gameplay. Go over there, show them some love, give them a follow if you're enjoying what you see from these. Follows are free. Oh, these competitors. I love it. I love it every time.
Let's go like that. Mate, somebody's super prepared.
I think that's the most slicks I've seen in a while.
There's a lot of money sitting right there. A lot of money.
Imagine
But
being the
as
player
Nikita-
scab walking up.
Exactly. But imagine, you know, as like Nikita said, everybody has enough money in Tarkov right now. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Gaz going ahead and being the gentleman, dropping the competitor's gear, taking a new slick for himself. Now, that is not something that they
Honorable.
have to do, but, you know, it's good sportsmanship, so.
How much time do we have left?
Now let's talk too. Gaz was the first to die in labs, and now he's the last one standing on interchange.
Couple of scabs.
This is what I was talking about. A little bit of
Get a lot
RNG,
of
a little bit of
slicks on
skill.
it. Jesus.
You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And this is the amazing thing about this tournament is everything can change so quickly. All of these competitors can go from dying one raid to absolutely
Right, somebody's got a
destroying
money
the
gun
next
system,
raid.
so bad
If we
luck
look at
with
our
that.
NA
Jesus.
finals, we had Sheaf. Sheaf went out early in the finals, all three, you know, or four raids pretty much in a row, and came back in the fifth raid and survived and managed to put up enough points to then take second place and win that $500 that was donated by BSG for the tournament. Absolutely huge. And Gas
Yeah,
just
the biggest thing
cool,
you probably.
calm.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the biggest thing as someone who's competed, and I'm sure you can agree, is just to, no matter how early you go out, just giving it your best shot. Just giving it your best shot. Stay competitive. Don't become tilted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I competed in season 2 and season 3 of the Evasion tournament, and I had the same thing happen my first round in on the Evasion tournament. I didn't do well the first 3 matches, and then we got to the factory, and I came back and I didn't die at all through all 10 of my runs on factory, and won the first round and moved on to the semifinals. So that's the whole thing about it. You just got to make sure you keep your head cool. You got to stay calm. You know, people that have been veterans in competitions, you can kind of tell by the way that they are and the way that they act, or the way that they've been into these high pressure situations, and they just don't let it get to them.
100%. 100%. Tarkov is just like that in general. If you have a couple of bad raids and you let it get to you, it can change your whole day.
Very smart of the competitors to bring food and water with them, especially since they are using up to 2 stems or popping, you know, other kinds of meds that may reduce their energy and hydration. So having that with them, very important. I like it. So now Gaz is at that point where he's trying to decide, you know, what do I do? I have 10 minutes left, roughly. I have to make a decision to stay in the map, try to find this robber. Do I think the robber's already gotten enough money and left? What is going on here? So if you're in Gaz's situation, Atlas, what are you thinking?
You know, honestly, I think I would just troll the grounds, try to get some more scab kills. I really do think that, like, And then, of course, focus on the extraction bonus as well. Those 5 points, that can be really important. But, you know, he got out early on labs, so he needs to make up for those points.
Very true. Now, one of those tactics that I haven't seen... Oh, he's finding some blood. We've got the blood trail. Very smart. Looking
really
up, checking the rafters.
Hey, this scav.
Yeah.
Tag the scav. Did he bleed out? Oh, chat. I don't know where he fucking went.
He'll probably bleed out. He should just push on.
You definitely don't want to worry about that scav too much. It might be a shotgun scav, and we all know that shotgun scavs right now are scarier than any raider or scav boss in the game.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Slowly making his way towards the rail.
All right, I'd like more points, but
You hear him saying, I like my points, but
points,
going ahead and just saying, I don't know. See Gaz's points up to date right there with how many PMCs, tags, scav kills. Clearing down,
definitely
trying to make sure. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is definitely a high traffic scav area at this time of the raid. So he might easily be able to pick up one or two at least on the way.
Yeah, so we never know. There could be just, you know, a lot of times people scav into interchange, don't ever go into the map. They stay on the outside. They try to go and check and see if any of those caches have been hit, because we do know that there is a lot of high value loot in those caches.
What's the best thing you ever found in a cache?
Slick armor.
Okay, nice.
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't a slick. It was a hex. It was the hex armor.
Oh, nice. Same thing.
The new hexagon. Yeah, it's the same thing, but yeah, the hexagon armor. I was kind of floored when I found it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I don't know if you ever heard of Torky. I was watching him one day, and he pulled a LEDX out of one of the stashes. Saw it live. I swear. Incredible.
Oh man. Hey, you never sleep on the caches. I tell people that all the time. Do not sleep on those caches. You know, it's one of the good things about it. Jaeger hates us so much. He gives us the dumbest quest ever to, you know, drink a thing of mayo while shooting at scavs with one arm, you know, a blacked out head, spinning around in circles while dangling from a tree upside down. But he does put really good things in his caches to make up for it.
Player?
Well said, well said.
Good track. Say like a good 10 points, right?
That's exactly right, Preppy. Jaeger is a bully. Jaeger is the epitome of Twitch chat. Let's be honest. If you have a bitbot or if you have a bitbot or sound alerts or anything in your Twitch chat, you know I speak the truth. Disenchanted saying they found a Bitcoin in a cache this wipe. Jaeger makes us tough. He makes us something.
Bitcoin is not the most valuable thing you can find, but it just feels so good to see that shiny coin.
Gaz going ahead and saying, I'm going to pick up my 10 extra points for extracting, clearing out, not realizing that he was the only competitor left. Oh.
Very nice.
Picking up that ace for the PMC kills, 6 scavs, and picking up that extract. That's going to allow him to really push forward into the competition, being the only one to survive that map. That's going to give him a few points to kind of, I'm pretty sure that's going to push him out into front. So, oh man. It's always unfortunate though when our competitors do go out early, like we did have Ubba go out super early, and then Elmo followed behind very closely to that. So not having a robber kind of gave us a new dynamic in there. Fence is going to be exceptionally angry that he got nothing. So we'll have to deal with that. But what did you think, Atlas? How was that competition? How was that real first round of like intense action?
You know, I was sad to see 2 of them go down so quickly, especially to to unrelated parties, but to see Gaz and Ace face off in the back of Goshan, that was, and it wasn't just over immediately, you know, it was like a good minute fight, and they were both hip firing and healing, and that was a lot of excitement. I was happy with the way things went out, and especially Gaz, the underdog, coming back.
Yeah. And you know, I'm being told in chat, Uba was the robber. So Uba going out, we didn't get to see all of the stuff that Uba was gonna loot. And that was one thing that we had talked about. That was one thing that we had talked about very early, was as the robber, do you push into those high trafficked areas? And that's what we could see happen. And Uba pushed into that high trafficked area, got into it, unfortunately died very early. Ugh. It was painful to watch, but we still have a lot of competition to go. Everybody can make up points. It's not over by any means. So all of these competitors just have to keep their heads up and keep moving forward. Oh, let's take a look at the brackets here. There we go. Wow. Ace coming in with 28 points. Gaz moving up to 10. Uba with 6 and Angry Elmo with 7. That's okay.
Ace was able to kill many PMCs and secure those tags before he went down. I think that's what sealed his fate there. Got him secured in the first.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Picking up those PMC kills, grabbing those tags, that's what allowed him to get so many points and move forward with it. And that's what you were saying earlier to yourself. Getting those kills, picking up those points, and then getting the scav points, all of those points can really help. It looks like Gaz's points were just updated. We actually have 15 on the board for Gaz.
Oh,
so that was
nice.
Updated.
So
yeah, apologies, chat. It is updating
to 15.
Yeah, these are live updated, so our battle mods are working on getting those points together, making sure everything is correct. So when they update those totals, those points do go up. So tentatively, they are going to double check. Don't worry. They've got it. Our battle mods are absolutely amazing. They are getting it squared away. Blame me for those 5 points, Boosh. It's okay.
I just want to say, everybody in chat, I believe they're saying extraction is 10 points. I believe that if you extract as the robber, you get 10. As just the PMC, you get 5. To clarify that.
Yeah, so we'll look at the points here. So all of our battle mods have a spreadsheet where they calculate everything. Excuse me. Scav kills are 1 point, like we said. PMC kills with no tag is 1. PMCs with a tag is 3. So he did get 3 points from killing that ace. He also got 6 points from killing all of the scavs. Plus, you know, extraction was 5 points, and then there was a bonus of 10 points if they killed the robber, or if the robber extracted with enough money. So nobody got bonus points for this one. So points are good. Like I said, battle mods are amazing. They know what they're doing. They have been doing this for a long time. I trust them with my Tarkov life, except for Philbo. I've seen what Philbo does to Iron. Oh, so we have quite a lot of games still to come. We have 3 more maps. Every one of the next maps are very intense. There's one map coming up, and I will talk about it when it's time. I'm not looking for it's one of my least favorite maps in the entire game, so we'll talk about that one soon. Oh man. But guys, while we are taking a moment to get everything ready, I do want to touch base on making sure, if you are enjoying this and you are a streamer and you want to compete in this, make sure to follow the Twitter of Evasion. So it's twitter.com/evasion_GG. Follow them over there. That's where they let you know about all of the information whenever there are new signups. Like this evening, we're going to be having the NA Duo signups go up. You can also find out information about all of their ongoings, and they will keep you posted. So if you do want to compete, make sure you are following them. Go check them out. And also go over to evasion.gg, the website, because they have all of the information that you are looking for there about what the tournaments are, what maps are available, the different types of battles, the solos, duos, everything like that. So any of the information that we are sharing while on the battles, you can find out that beforehand. You can also check out their competitive team, which is a bunch of amazing streamers. A lot of you may know them: Tweak, Robin, Kippenbro, Hayes, Bake Easy, Blitzer Girl, Red Ops, Sheaf, Miss Magpie, and Suddy. And if you've been around the Tarkov community and you watch a lot of Tarkov streamers, you know these people. They are the best of the best, and they are forces to be reckoned with. Atlas, you know a bunch of these people, correct?
Definitely. I know each and every one of them. All amazing players. I'm kind of scared of several of them.
I am scared of all of them. Like, be honest, I don't want to run into any of them. I competed against Suddy, and that's how me and Suddy met each other. He killed me twice. I killed him 0. I don't want to talk about it. That brings back memories and pain. But you know what? We'll move on. So last thing I do want to touch on is make sure you are also going over to their merch store. They have some amazing merch. But let's get right into the next map. How about this, Atlas? Woods. This is the map I was talking about that I'm not a huge fan of. Woods, not a cult. So our PMCs are tasked with placing a Pestily Plague Mask at each marked circle. So there are 2 marked circles on this map now, and inside the marked bunker up top. If all 3 masks are placed and they extract, they earn a bonus. So the bonus points, the 10 bonus points, are only available if they put all 3 masks down and they get out. PMCs will have 60 seconds to separate. The raid will be hot. Killing is allowed. Any loadout they want. 3 pesting masks, 2 stems. Now remember, morphine does not count as a stem. So 2 stems. Now, and one of the things that the competitors have to decide, do I bring an antidote? Even though this is not a cult, this is nighttime woods. They may get stabbed and need an antidote. So we'll see what the competitors decide to do with that. 2 grenades, no GLs, no Mark 18, Fleurs, T7s, Reap IRs, and no run-throughs. Nobody wants to see a competitor just start and just run to the extract. Points, scav points, like before. 1 point for scavs, 1 point for kills, 3 for if you get the kill and the tag. Scav, boss, guard, or cultist each equal 3 points. Objectives, 5 points each, and then a bonus 10 points. So that means every single mask they put down, they get 5 points. That's a total of 15 if they get all 5 of the, or all 3 of them put down. And then if they extract, that is a total of 25 points that they could grab just from doing the objective. That's huge. Atlas, what are you thinking? Do you just go for the objective and try to avoid fights? Because this is nighttime woods.
It's going to be, I don't know, because you got to consider also that they're all loading in together, and there's only 60 seconds to separate. Now, this isn't like Interchange, Reserve, other maps that have buildings, defilade, walls, things they can go behind. This is a very open map, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play it with NVGs. I know a lot of us hunt cultists with fleers and reaps and things, which can be very easy, but it's almost impossible to see them with night vision. So I don't know. I might just go for the objective rather than farming the cultists.
Yep, and that is definitely a possibility. Like, and that's just something the competitors also have to be aware of, is because a lot of people are going to be doing that. A lot of people do run this map trying to hunt cultists or trying to hunt Sturman at night using a Reap or a Fleur. And so that's going to be one of the things that the competitors are kind of at a disadvantage against if they run into those players. Maybe there are still people on the test drive mission from Mechanic where they have to get kills with the M1 thermaled. So that's also a possibility that they need to be aware of, and it's a concern. Now, I am very excited because BSG did talk about today, we are getting a lot of changes to thermals. And we know everybody has their opinions on thermals. I'm not a huge fan of them in the game. I don't think that they, realistically, and you can try to argue this point all you want, they don't take a lot of skill to use. Yes, it does take a lot of skill to target and shoot somebody, true. But you just kind of scan the horizon, wait till you see a dot, and then you shoot at it. So with the changes to them, I'm very excited. There's, from what the patch note said, we're going to get hot cold, which means we're starting to get actual thermal, and items are not going to render anymore on thermal, so you won't have that white glow. Are you excited about that, Atlas?
I definitely am. I I can't decide if it's gonna
Where
make the use of thermals go up or if it's gonna make the use of thermals go down. Like, I'm really curious to see what it does also on the flea market.
All right, we are in. Ubba is who we're going to be listening to. It looks like they all spawned over in the old, new log farming area. What lumber mill? Why words hard? They're in the old lumber mill, which is part of the new expansion. Okay. There we go. I got that out finally. They're given 30 seconds. They are going to split up. Go ahead and move away from each other. It's still a little bright for the NVGs, but as the map progresses, it will start to become darker. Now, at this time, cultists still can spawn. As we've seen some clips, cultists spawn during the day also. I don't know if you've seen those clips of the conga line of cultists.
Chat, we're running the exact same game plan as last week. All right.
Now, it's interesting to see that Ace is running with just a red dot. I don't know if that would be my move on Woods. What do you think? I would have some at least a Valde or a Bravo or something.
I don't think I do.
Yep, and the raid is hot. Back and to your question, I personally don't agree with that. Ace has gone ahead and gotten one of his masks down. I like to have a little bit of range. Going ahead and picking up Sniper Scav, I personally would have taken like a Voodoo and then put a red dot on top of that. So if I do need to get into a long range engagement, I'm not at a disadvantage, because if Ace does get called out in the open, he's going to be at a huge disadvantage. Going ahead and using his strength to go path up. And Ubba might be below him until Ubba throws on those MVGs. It's kind of hard to tell, but I do believe he is circling around Sniper Rock right now.
I feel like Ace has a little bit of, they're starting to hear each other.
Yep.
They're starting to hear each other.
Going ahead and shooting up on Ace. He knows he's there. Looks like Ace is going to throw a grenade down. This is what we were talking about right here. Ace is at that disadvantage. He only has a red dot. He's trying to find any movement, trying to figure out where he's at.
Chat, fuck this. We're gonna extricate ourselves from this fight. Alright.
Oh! Ace is finding him. Wait, he's lighting him up from that range.
Fuck. I didn't see him.
Not enough. Uba making it out with just minimal damage, a couple of bleeds. It look like a bleed in a red stomach.
Did you take off post effects? No, I didn't.
I'm not sure who that is, but that's definitely one.
Uba made the right choice. He definitely was at a disadvantage there. He just made the right choice, getting away from that rock line.
It was a great choice, and this is something that a lot of newer Tarkov players refuse to do. Is run away and get a different advantage, like because so many people want to pick the same angle, so many people want to take gunfights that are not in their favor, when sometimes the best option in Tarkov is to go away, to realize that, hey, that fight is not going to work out. What is going on with Angry Elmo right now?
I believe he just one-tapped
by the church, and then we'll come back and plant at the mountain bunker late. Okay.
Oh.
There's no way I can.
No, a normal scav.
Points, so.
Cultist, I believe. I Cultist, I believe, buddy, would have a single name, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a shotgun? What kind of ammo
was it?
Can we get clarification?
Hopefully.
It goes back to that RNG, ladies and gentlemen. That RNG is always a factor in these tournaments. You never know. I mean, it could be a hacker, it could be a crazy scab, you know? You could find the item that you're looking for in the first cache you check. It's all RNG.
So that is unfortunate for Angry Elmo going out early there. Still a lot of competition for Angry Elmo. Can't let that get down on him. He has got to stay focused and keep pushing forward through the entire tournament.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, and he definitely has a chance. He had the highest score going into semifinals 1. He knows how to compete, so don't count him out yet. Guys, go show him some love. Let him know, hey, it's okay. We're still rooting for you over here. Go check them out. Yo, Peerless. Evasion gifting out subs. Dave gifting out subs. Thank you guys so much. If you guys did get a sub, make sure you thank them. They are absolutely amazing. Oh, So much love, and like Garland said, follows are free. Go show every one of these competitors a follow. I like Gaz's gameplay plan here. Gaz got away from everything. He decided to move as far away from all of this as he could, going ahead and trying to just get tasks done. I think he might think he hears something. Now, the one thing about this map, even though it is super exciting to watch,
I shouldn't have done that.
it's very hard to cast. and realistically, because it is nighttime woods, and let's just be honest, it's a lot of trees. So we can say, oh, they're by these trees. But we don't really know half the time. It does look like Ace is over at the USET camp. Going ahead and mountain goating up there, trying to get eyes on anything, see if anybody is around. Listening in on Ace right here, trying to see if he's hearing anything, if he's just kind of checking around. Now, this is kind of interesting from Ace because there is an objective to this match. They want to get their mask down. Ace is kind of far away from, you know, the two marked circles. We know that he's already dropped his mask on the bunker. Do you like this play? Do you think he's being a little too aggressive here, Atlas? What do you think?
Yeah, to me it's interesting. He, like you said, he's between both of them, and it's almost like he's moving away from the southernmost point, and he's got to go to the complete northeast side and then come back. It's very interesting. Woods can be a little difficult too to find scabs, especially at night with a red dot. So that's an interesting choice of where he's playing. I would personally stay around, like get my tasks done, and then if I was hunting, I would go to the center by the lumber mill.
Trying to get murky. Hook. Opened my mouth, didn't I?
All right, let's listen to Gaz now. I'm being told that Gaz did say this is a pacifist run. He just wants to get his task done. He doesn't really want to get into it. He's just playing it very slow. Now, Ace is making, if I'm not mistaken, from where Ace was, he is pushing towards Old Fishing Village, which is kind of where Gaz is at right now. They both are making their way over to that marked circle. We could end up seeing these two get into it again.
Hopefully we don't get shot in the face.
I would like to see it, but in my experience, the New Woods is very spread out. And many times you can just run past other people or even squads and not even know you're there, you know, unless you have a reap or it's daytime.
Yeah. And it does, you know, with the new expansion, it does make getting certain tasks done, like Tarkov Shooter Part 8, where you have to get 3 bolt action kills in one woods run, a lot more difficult. I ended up spending a lot of time
100%.
on that task just because I never saw anybody. Even going to the
100%.
high trafficked areas, it took me a while to get that task done to even see 3 people. And you know, my aim's terrible, but that's besides the point.
Well said. Well said. There's just so many different areas now, pulling people in different locations.
British is also. Uba is also over in this new area by the fishing village. All 3 of the players are converging on each other right now. Oh, can we get some worries in the chat? Because I'm getting a little worried. Ace is actually in there going ahead and lighting something up. Can't tell if it's just a scav, might be a cultist. We don't know. We definitely know it wasn't another competitor. They're all still up, but they are all 3 closing in on this area. Every competitor, I mean, they're realistically within 150 yards of each other.
Here we go. Ace has one more.
Ace has one more mask. Going ahead and placing it down. Ace is running. Okay, he was running directly at Gaz. It looks like he's now going the opposite direction, which is towards Uba. Oh! Gash is picking up something. Can't tell if it was a cultist or a scav. He needs to be careful because if it is a cultist, there are a bunch of buddies somewhere close.
Do I have a splint on me? I don't think I do. Forgot to bring a splint again. That's not cool.
Yeah, Ace is pushing
so much
away from
grass.
Gaz, going the opposite direction. It looks like Ace... Wait, when did Ace get a blacked limb?
Oh, he's just fixing his broken arm. He just took a shotgun shot. Yep.
Okay,
Didn't bring
perfect.
splint.
Thank you.
I guess we go for last mask.
Gaz must hear somebody. He must have heard the shots of the scab or
Right.
the scab shooting. That's why he's taking his time.
Playing it very patient,
Seen one
playing
player.
it very passive. I like this
Like, a
gameplay
second.
from Gaz, saying, hey, I know I just killed something. I don't know what it was. It could have been a cultist. Let me just kind of slowly do this until I can get my mask down.
Circle.
So Ace is running up through that new area.
Just sprint. to get
Lots
shot.
of good loot in this area. A lot of people don't go to that area. Now we're looking at Uba, who is very close to the same location as Gaz.
Beautiful.
These two might run into each other.
All right, let's do this, chat.
I believe Gaz is
we
looking
go.
for that marked circle right now.
Thing we got to watch out for is the timing.
You can hear Uba saying, got to watch out for the timing, because very aware that, hey, we might run into each other.
Yeah, they might all converge on the same marked circle from different angles. That's something to worry about. You can also take a peek at the marked circle to see if there's any other masks there, to see if anybody's been through there yet.
Fluffy think Bubba, but no B. I said Ubba. Garlum. But it's British Ubba. What's going on, Sonny? How are you doing today? So much amazing. Oh. Ooh. Wait,
I don't think.
is that what Gaz shot earlier?
I am not sure. I don't think so. If so, he's spending a lot of time in that area.
Which makes sense. You definitely don't want to push a lot, and you don't want to get too aggressive, especially because you don't know if there's multiple people. Well, something that a lot of new players, a mistake that they always make is they get a kill, they run straight to the body to try to loot it. They don't look around. They don't think about their surroundings in these situations. They just make their sprint run straight for that body because they want that loot. Whereas a more veteran player, you will see them. They'll get a kill, and then they'll play patient. They'll move around the body. They'll look around. They'll kind of almost like they're hunting and they're a stalker. They're trying to find if there is any more movement that they hear, and then they go for the body. Great play by Gaz. Loved it.
When there's one, there's two. When there's two, there's three.
Yep. And that could have definitely been Elmo's body, and from the scab that he got dropped from, and then Gaz killed it. Definitely could have been that. There's a lot that happens on the map. Oh, I love the tactical maneuvers that British is doing. Pushing, waiting, listening, pushing, waiting, listening.
Yeah, I think he's definitely trying to conserve his life this time. Interchange didn't go so hot for him, so he's trying to make up those points.
Okay.
Now, our competitors do have to be worried about their time because they do have a task that they need to complete within the next 17 minutes, trying to make sure they get those masks down and then get those bonus points. British going ahead and dropping the mask, noticing that there are other masks in the circle. I would personally use that information. I don't know about you, Atlas.
Yeah.
You see that there are
Yeah.
other masks. Does that put you on higher alert to say, hey, I need to be careful. My competiters might be here.
Yo, shut up.
For sure, you can see his movement slow
Basically, I'm
down.
try- I'm
He
trying to
pre-pained
sound
just in
them,
case. His senses are heightened. You
Someone
definitely are
swivel,
right about
they might
that.
get close to someone, they might take a step, you know?
It also might,
think we're okay.
stress
I
him
think
out
we're
that
scabs,
he's a little bit behind on
I
placing the
guess.
masks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or we just passed a competitor, like 2 ships in the night.
Gas.
I believe
can't
they're
tell if Gas
all on
hears
the
something
last
or
masks.
Gas still has 2 masks left. Gas still needs to
Okay.
go up to the mountain, and he needs to go to Old March Circle.
Searching for nades, chat.
which is where he's kind of making his way right now. He is on that backside sniper. It's a good place to see if there is anybody laying up on Sniper Rock to try to get some kills from.
Fuck this scope sucks.
Ace running and jumping, taking that jump a little bit harder. I believe he took some damage on his legs there. Oh. Okay, Gaz. Gaz is just Spider-Manning it around the mountain. He doesn't care. Now, this is a really smart tactic that Gaz is doing. Understanding it is a night map, going ahead and flipping the NVGs off, turning the flashlight on because he does know that it will blind the competitors or anybody else wearing NVGs. Very smart move. All right, that's 2 down for Gaz. Only 1 mask left to go, Atlas. Now, how many of the competitors, what I'm curious is I can't remember, how many have put their mask at old mark circle? Ace throwing his down now.
I can't remember. Do you get points for Sturman?
So Ace is at old marked. I believe that's all 3 mask for Ace. So that is 15 points on the board right there for Ace. Now, if Ace extracts, gets those 10 bonus points, that is 25 points on the board for Ace. Ace lighting a scav up, maybe?
Fuck you, chat.
More like this.
Listening in on Ace now.
Okay, I didn't.
Ace definitely taking some damage. His arms are really messed up there.
I'm getting outmoved by a scav, bro. Yikes.
Oh, saying I'm
in
getting
finals, you go
outplayed
reserve
by a
10
scav. We've all been there, Ace.
if you don't-
I mean, Atlas, how many
finals,
times have
reserve
you
10
died to
times
2
in a
scavs, buddy?
Doubt. Fuck that map. What did I
Well,
use for
everybody.
14
Everybody's
minutes?
been there. Everybody's
I think I'm
been
just gonna
there.
extract us
All
something. I'm
right,
gonna go
let's go ahead and go on and get those arms healed up.
No, there's no way Sturman is here. Oh,
British hit, I
That's
think.
not far.
Wait. I think
Oh,
Uba and Gaz are about to get into it. Yes, Gaz, I believe just took out British.
dark is it? Okay, yeah, it's pitch black.
I'm almost positive Gav just dropped British. Oh, they hurt each other. They both tried to time it right. Very.
That
Oh,
is Sturman. Yoicks.
Ace is now realizing that Sturman
That's
is on the
damage.
board also. Gaz is going to hear that SVD firing.
Fuck.
This is I don't like Ace trying to take this fight with a PKO6. He might be able to do it though.
I think that was one of them.
Oh yeah, he's capable.
I hope. Okay, we push these.
Yep. Gaz is just
Oh, yeah,
asking
3
the battle
points.
mod, hey, is Sturman worth points? And the battle mod saying yes, so Gaz may be making his way over there also. We might be having a rematch of the last map between Gaz and Ace if they both keep pushing this.
Maybe we fucked Sturman off and we just sounds like a sick gun here. Actually.
Oh, Ace is getting lit up right now. Oh, Ace is
Leave Sturman alone 'cause he sounds a bit angry.
Oh my
right
gosh,
now.
Ace goes down to Sturman or one of the guards, I believe. No!
Fuck, don't dump this.
I don't get it. And that's what I wanted to do.
Nice try, nice try.
Bro.
Now Ace did get all 3 of his masks down. He will not get the 10. He went down by 1 of the guards.
What? I'm confused.
Oh
Oh,
man.
unlucky, we just threw away.
That's
10
just
points.
exactly
That's
right,
okay,
Ace. That is unlucky. Now, this is Gaz's game. What is Gaz going to do? Do you get the mask down first? That's what I'm thinking. You go ahead, you throw your mask down. He has no idea that all 3 of the other competitors are already out. He hears something right now.
I don't see no moving pixels. I think I'm good. I think I'm right. On the timer?
I love that. I love that logic.
Oh, it's tempting.
I
isn't it,
see
chat?
no
But let's find the
moving
marked circle.
pixels.
This one. I've got no cover yet. Let's do this quick.
Yeah, me personally, I think I would just
procrastinating.
focus on the
Fucking stop
objective.
it,
Sturman
guys.
can be a little bit aimbody, especially at night.
Yeah, exactly, Atlas. So he's at the road. He's going ahead and pushing past. He's going to run ahead and drop the last max down. Oh man, I don't know. Gaz, I don't know what to do in this situation. I would get my mask down, but 25 points, you know what I mean? You get a bonus 10 points for getting out and extracting. He's so afraid of the cultist right now, chat. That's what he's afraid of. He doesn't care about Sturman.
Don't hear anything. Listening.
Yep, and exactly as the evasion is saying, first and second move on to our finals on Sunday. So they are trying their best to be first and second today to move on to the finals with that cash prize, $1,000 for first, $500 for second, donated by the amazing Battle State Games for the tournament. Still anyone's game, Atlas. Still anyone's game.
Still anybody's game, but I'm really proud of Gaz. I love how far he's come. He's gonna be definitely and still hold this place in second, but he might even advance to first if he survives.
Yeah, 15 points was still huge for Ace.
I don't know.
And Gaz, you can hear him talking it out right now, saying, hey, I got my points. Maybe I just get out. I don't know. Do I want to push this? This is a scary thing, especially at night. I mean, Sturman during the day is already a pain, but then you have to deal with him at night where your visibility is super reduced and his isn't.
We'll have a little peek. I'm
100%. I just want to clarify, they need to place the 3 masks and survive to get those 10 points, right? So Ace doesn't get those points, right?
If he died, yeah. So that Ace did not get the 10 bonus points. He did get the 15 for putting down all 3 masks, but he does not get the 10 bonus points because he did not extract. So that could be a huge boost for Gaz here. That Ace is sitting at 48 points as of right now. So Gaz is going to take a peek. Wait, what are you doing, Gaz? Oh, he heard him yelling. He said nope. Oh, grenade! He said, nope, I'm done. We're good. We're good.
Classic Raider instant nade.
He was on the hill.
He said, nope, we're out.
One more
We peeked. Yep, exactly. Yep. Oh, yep. I'm good.
You might be on the side of the bank, right?
Gaz is sitting at 33 points right now. There's 10 extra bonus points will help.
Listen for a second. Boy, shit, he's angry at somebody.
Okay, looks like we got a little bit, some other third parties in the mix now.
Alright, if I can see them, I'll be happy, but I don't think I can see them, right?
Yeah, if he get hit, oh, he's going back. He is going up
he
onto
said he
this.
was going to give it one more shot, he said. One more shot to see if he can get Sturman. It's risky,
If he gets Sturman and he gets the extract bonus points, he'll easily take the lead here.
Yeah, the way to kill Sturman, in my opinion, is super far range or very close. And at night, you're just going to have to get close because it's not going to render in, you know? If you look too far away, that fog and that darkness is just really...
Throat, you know what I mean?
I like that Gaz is taking a drink of water before he does this.
I thought I was gonna fall off it.
Oh,
it's clearing up a bit. Can we see him? I can't see shit, chat. Sorry.
See, he can't see anything. Yeah, he can't see anything. Sturman tends to run as well. If you get too close to him within 30 meters, he tends to turn his back on you and run. It's pretty nice. You can easily kill him.
Gaz, I don't think anybody's going to be in the water. I don't think you're going to have to worry about anybody coming out of the lake, buddy.
I don't want to risk it.
Smart move, Gaz. Just
Very smart move by Gaz, saying, I don't want to risk it. Yes, it could give me points. I know that it could help me, but 10 points versus the possibility of 5 extra points, just not worth.
Thank fuck.
Oh, he almost forgot what... I mean, I've never, ever gone to the wrong extract on woods because of the new spawns. Never has that happened to me. What about you, Atlas?
Oh, yeah, dude. Only noobs. Only noobs.
Yeah. Oh, nobody. Once you've been playing as long as we have, that never happens. I didn't just do that yesterday or anything at all.
Chat's gonna rage at me if I don't check, right? If I die, it's your fault, chat. Fuck you, Mega.
Going ahead, just looting a little bit. Throwing, oh, what a competitor. Throwing his competitor Slick into Davy Jones' locker for proppers guys to go swim and pick it out of there. You got the wrong extract in factory post.
Remember that.
Shh.
Sorry.
Yeah. You know what? That's besides the point, all right?
Jesus. Sometimes that zoom fucks my eyes up.
Why can't... All right, Gaz is going ahead and getting his bonus points. Huge run for Gaz. Very smart, very clean way to play it.
All right,
Very
chat, GG.
passive, and that's what he said he wanted to do.
My eyes a bit messed
Passive. So that worked out well.
up. No problem.
Oh, great competition. We saw some competitors get into it multiple times. Guys picking up the 1 kill for British.
I ain't know the longest kill list I've
You
ever
play
had.
to your strengths. You know, if Woods at night is not one of your strong suits, you play it the way that you need to win.
Oh, GG.
So, man, I'm very excited to continue on to see what we've got going in the future. Atlas, what did you think of that raid?
I think it was great. I kind of wanted to see some cultists, but you know, for the competitor's sake, I'm glad that, you know, they didn't run into that, you know, knife swinging in the darkness. But Gaz played it well. I'm really rooting for him. I love seeing that underdog take the lead. It's incredible.
Yeah, him starting out, going out early in labs, he has shown that he is a competitor. He's here in the semifinals for a reason. It has been splendid to watch. It really, truly has. But guys, what we're going to do is we are going to take a short commercial break, go get a drink, run to the restroom right now before we get back into the action, and we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope you got a drink. I hope you used the restroom and you're ready to continue on with this competition. It has been tremendous so far. We have had a lot happen, people going out early, people getting shot by their competitors. It's been great. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. That ace still sitting at 48 points, still holding on to first. Gaz, 43, British with 16, and Angry Elmo with 7. I don't want to count any of these competitors out yet, Atlas. What about you?
No, sir. You got to remember, Gaz was at 1 point, and he brought himself to second place, close to third in just 2 matches. It's anybody's game still. It's anybody's game still. And like you've mentioned, they each had really, really high scores in the last competition.
They truly have. And exactly what you said, Gaz started out with 1 point, and he is now at 43, closing that gap on ace. This is a very, very close game. And remember, the top 2 from today are going to move on to our championship match on Sunday for that prize. So none of these competitors are out. I can't wait to see what Elmo brings to the table going forward. Got to kind of pull it down, got to calm down and just focus up. We've got 2 matches left. The next one is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what everybody brings to the table. What did you think about Gaz's playstyle, though, Ace, on that Woods map?
I thought he played it really well. He stuck to his guns. He said he was going to play it slow and methodical, and he ended up taking out one of the other competitors and surviving, which was probably the best thing you can do in a competition like this. If they're not alive, they don't get those survival points. And I think that's how Elmo will make his way back too. Is he just needs to keep trying as hard as he can and just hope that Gaz and Ace are taken out by someone else early on.
Yeah, very true. Because any one of these competitors can be taken out very early on, and it will allow those, second or the third and fourth place competitors to push up if they survive. So that's what we can expect. Now, I would have liked to have seen Gaz. I know he wanted to do a passive run there, and that worked out tremendously for him. Picking up 25 points from a passive run, huge. But if he had found the scav or a couple of other, PMCs or something, that would have given him enough points to maybe push into first. So it worked out for him. We can only guesstimate what could have happened. So I don't know. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, but I understand the gameplay and I can understand it as a competitor. It was very, very smart.
Yeah, going back to what you said earlier, it just might not have been his play style, Night Woods, he just didn't feel comfortable, so just play to your strengths.
Exactly, and that's one of the biggest things is a lot of these maps force players to play the game a little bit different than they're used to. Most of the competitors, and not all of them, we have a very wide mix of competitors. They don't just, when Evasion picks competitors, there's a lot of different factors that goes into selecting who the competitors are going to be. It's not always these super, as people say, chatted out, 40,000 PMC kill players. You have people that don't have a lot of PMC kills but are very knowledgeable. They know how to move around the map. It is a great mix of competitors. And we look at Gaz. Gaz's favorite weapon is the DVL. He's a sniper, it seems like. And his favorite map is custom, so we've removed one of his favorite maps from him and forced him onto maybe a map that he just wasn't comfortable with. Now, go ahead, Atlas. We are going to get ready to go into our next map, which is going to be our Shoreline Resort Recon. Go ahead and take it away. Let's tell everybody about this map.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just like every other map, 30 minutes, Shoreline Day, no nighttime. Group Raid, where each PMC is tasked with placing recon items in specific places and collecting bonus items. PMCs will have 60 seconds to separate before the raid is declared hot and killing each other is allowed. Rules. Their starting loadout can be any loadout they want. They need to bring 3 flash drives, 2 Wi-Fi cameras, 2 stims max, and 2 grenades max, just like the last raids. Not allowed GL Mark 18, no thermals, and no run-throughs. Parts. They're going to need to place a camera at west wing roof, east wing roof, and then a flash drive as well on each of those locations. Admin, another flash drive. Bonus items, if they find SSDs, diaries, flash drives, Extra points. Let's see. Bonus items are 1 point each. So scav kills 1 point, PMC kill no tag 1 point, PMC kill plus tag 3 points, placed item 3 points, kill sanitar 5 points, and extract 5 points.
Yeah, this map right here is a huge point map. We have so many of the competitors come back and make a lot of points on this map, and this is one of the maps that we see so much action. We get into some like just crazy situations where we have competitors on opposite roofs shooting at each other, trying to place their camera. We've seen a competitor literally being shot at, crawling to throw his camera down to then run away. We've seen competitors run up the outside stairs not knowing somebody was up top and just getting lit up. There is so much that can happen on this map that it is one of the best maps in the entire tournament. So much action can happen. Now, one thing I haven't seen a lot of competitors do, and maybe because we do have a lot of, you know, Chads in the competition, the bonus items. There are a lot of filing cabinets on this map. A lot.
There are.
Shoreline.
There are.
I mean, Shoreline. Let's see. There's 3 down at the pier. There's 3 over on Weather Station. There's 2 over on the backside of admin on the west side of admin. Not to mention all of the ones in the resort itself. There's all of the filing cabinets over at the cottages. There are filing cabinets everywhere on this map. You want green batteries to sell on the flea market? Go to Shoreline. Never go to the resort and just hit filing cabinets. You'll become a billionaire on Tarkov. Do you think that's something that you would do, Atlas? Would you shoot for trying to hit these filing cabinets to get these bonus items?
You know, perhaps maybe once, you know, a strategy they could take would maybe be they know the other 3 competitors are going to go to resort, which is a really hot spot already, like you were saying, this late in the wipe. So maybe they wait until it kind of cools down, and during that time, they're searching safes, which also have lots of diaries, flash drives, and SSD spawns. And then, like you said, the wonderful filing cabinets. That could be a move, you know, kind of like Gaz did. He took it slow and waited till the area was clear before he moved in. But, I mean, who knows? The Chad might come out. The Chad might come out. It could be a huge PvP bloodbath here that we're about to see.
Well, this is something that we did see from Ace the first time around. We saw Ace staying on the outside, and then he pushed up to the inside, and he died. So I wonder if he's going to change up his gameplay from the last time. We've got all of our competitors spawned in now. They're going to go ahead and separate before the raid goes hot. Did they get God spawn? Or are they over by... No, they are over by Swamp.
Yeah, this is Swamp, yep.
Yeah, they got the group spawn over by Swamp. British going ahead and pop in an SJ6.
Smart.
Go ahead.
Smart. Well, I was just going to say, it looks like they're all heading in the same direction. Got to be careful because the raid will be hot in 30.
Turn on post effects so I can't see anything.
Now, the highest score this season so far is Gaz on this map. He got 36 points in Group B. I mean, that's actually, yeah, that's the highest this season. That's not even just from EU. That's from EU and NA, because the second highest was Gino in Group E with 34.
We're doing, boys. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die.
That's right, Poe. That's right. You were correct. I forget who I'm thinking of that played the outside and then pushed up and died. You were correct, Poe. All right, they're all still very close to each other. We like to give our competitors the opportunity to get far enough away that they're not on top of each other when the raid goes hot. So we give them the time. Sometimes they don't get spread out enough, so we'll give them a little bit more.
Elmo might be taking your advice and hitting those filing cabinets on the south side of the map. He's over by tunnel.
Yep, he's just chilling out, waiting, just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna wait for everything to get hot." We've already got Ace moving upstairs, going to the roof, going ahead and trying to go get his camera down. Maybe going to close that door behind him. Smart call. British is pushing up the hill that Ace could easily look back over and see, but he's going to go ahead and get his objective down, try to pick up those points. Raid is hot.
No, fuck. I dropped the wrong thing. No. Where's my flash?
Welcome everybody from the MVG
God.
charity. What is going on, guys? How are you doing today? I hope you guys are well.
Don't panic, boys. All good. Okay, maybe panic much.
Come on, man. There it is.
Ace is going ahead and dropping down metal stairs. Uba having a little bit of difficulty getting over those rocks. They're very close to each other. We could have something light up. Ace picking up a kill inside, I believe. Going ahead and running to...
Oh, shit.
Ace, are you looking for 301? Are you trying to get a LEDX right now? What are you doing, buddy?
Pretty sure that's a player nade.
British definitely hears something. He's checking the roof. He heard that grenade. Ace is also aware of the grenade. I'm sorry, British was the one who threw the grenade.
I think there's actually a third party unrelated to the streamers in admin. I think that's what Ace is attracted to right now.
Not from down below there.
Uba and Ace are both in the exact same building. British is going to go ahead and throw his flash drive in that little first office that not a lot of people check. Don't realize that it's there. It's a great place to go ahead and get that done. Ace is right up. Oh,
here it comes.
Oh god, I can't see anything over there.
Yeah, the way to play Resort most times is just to get inside and hold it. It can be very difficult to get inside later on.
What did he nade?
now is Ace just going up to 301 to throw his flash drive in the computer up here? It does look like that. Okay. That is a very expensive place to put a flash drive instead of just using one of the open doors to get your task done, saying, hey, and it's a very dangerous place to put it. We know that people love to run to 301 because of the possibility of a LEDX spawn, fire still, other things like that that can spawn in here. Even Tetrises on the floor, check under the carpet, always. Ace is very worried about that east wing.
They just keep hearing each other. Yep. Ace is a
British needs to be
he's on
exceptionally careful. Yeah, they're both listening. They're very smart players. They're at opposite ends right now. They just rotated stairs. They're at opposite ends now. They may be hearing a third party. Suppress shots. Oh! Did he just... Ace stopped looking at the moment that British pushed by. Now British is... Or Ace is pushing underneath through first, coming up, trying to come up behind British.
All right. Let's go, baby.
What are they... They're... Well, Ace is getting into it with a third party, maybe? Yeah.
Yep, party from admin. Nice.
Very
Two,
clean.
There was one more guy on the other side of the building, though.
You can hear Ace still saying that there is still one more on the other side of the building. He still knows that there is a person over there.
And push third.
Wait. Is there another third party?
The Ace sector.
That would be a fourth party, technically. But you know what I mean.
Taking no chances.
So Gaz, I'm being told that Gaz came up to the resort, heard everything that was happening, and was like, oh, no, I'll be back later. I'm good. I don't need any of that. I like it. Very smart play from Gaz.
I had to guess that's what he did.
Gaz may be getting into it with something. He has taken damage. He is getting shot at. British and Ace also getting into it. Very close, though. Everybody's getting into it. Oh,
Here we
Ace
go.
and British are
Abba
right
versus
now
Ace.
fighting each other.
Oh, I can't see shit.
Ace is going to go ahead and push British. British needs to... Oh, they hear each other.
Marvelous.
Oh, he sees a flashlight.
Very nice.
Oh man, they are just
Very
British
nice
goes
by Ace.
down. Ace takes it, drops
boys.
British. Beautiful timing. Way to use the
Brilliant
grenade
nade.
to push.
Brilliant
frag-
nade. Yep, he pushed off
The
the nade.
frag
Yep.
taking the hits, then the push. Really, really smart gameplay by Ace there. GG's. Oh.
That's that aggressive nade push. You see it in labs a lot, and Ace is a labs player. That's
Using that grenade to push through to say, hey, you know, I'm going to use this to move and follow through. Very, very smart gameplay, especially when you're in those close quarters like that. It's great. Oh.
looks like Gaz is gonna be just on top of Ace here in a moment.
Yeah, Gaz is now pushing towards exactly where Ace is. Oh, they could get into it here. Gaz is in an extremely dangerous spot.
He is very exposed. He's very exposed.
And now we all have Elmo, I believe, also pushing up. Hold on, where's he? Maybe not. I thought this was the rocks over by the backside, but I think he might be near bus. Gaz going ahead and throwing down his first flash drive. Still 2 more to go, and the camera's on the roof. He's in admin throwing that one down.
Fucking plant. Shit me up.
We still don't know where Gaz was taking the damage from.
He is so close to Ace.
Yeah, they're exceptionally close. They're on opposite wings right now. Ace coming up that back stairwell through the pool area. Gaz over in east right now. Elmo's still down at bus. Are we going to see Elmo just search some filing cabinets over here in Bus Depot? Maybe try to pick up a couple of scavs? No?
I'm still good.
He definitely did get a few scabs already here at Bus.
I like Elmo
yeah, sorry,
bringing
Luis.
the Killa armor as a backup armor to his slick in case he needs it. It's something I think's really smart to do in the competition. Having backup armor, having backup, you know, visors, things like that. Very, very smart call. Just in case you get into it. Gaz playing it exceptionally safe over here.
I don't know where the fuck
On
is
third,
going.
going up to roof,
just
seeing if the
scared
door's
to
open. He's going to go ahead. Oh, did you not bring your key? Okay. Okay, Gaz, you scared me for a second. I thought you didn't have a key. Oh.
Goddamn traitor! We got a
Okay.
rat here, damn it!
Ace must be running that third party.
I hate this fucking jumping max
Picking up a
strength, it's so bad.
PSU. Ace still over in west.
Oh, I'm not here
And
for
now
a
we have
single
Elmo
fucking
starting to join the party also.
going
Maybe
to
Elmo
look,
thinks
right?
that it's been long enough that the other competitors have left. Oh, nope, he's changed his mind.
Don't wanna believe it. He's gonna have to stay here to place items.
You see them go, then they're like, nope, and then they go back, and then they're like, nope. Every single time, just course correction. Nope, we're not doing this.
Kill him!
I think it's just, in their defense, I think it's just tough when you all spawn in the same squad and then you separate till the raid's hot. It can just be very, as a competitor in the past, it's just very weird. You're not used to the normal spawns, you know, and feeling it as if you were just to spawn in solo.
But that is not
Elmo's
fair. Holy
checking.
shit, that
Elmo
fucking
is
scary.
checking up onto the
Oh,
roof
but
from the
there.
backside. Ace just shot out
Oh,
some
damn, that
windows.
fucking
Gaz
scary
could
shit.
get eyes on Ace. Oh, they don't see each other. Oh, he sees him. He sees him. Gaz going ahead and lighting him up, but does not get any hits, it doesn't look like. throwing his camera down saying, I need to get off this roof. Smart call by Gaz. Elmo could?
He's
No.
very close to Ace. They're very close.
Oh, Elmo. Yeah, Elmo and,
He hears
and Ace. Yeah, they hear each other.
What was it?
Does
There goes the nade.
Okay, Elmo's going to go ahead and
He's
throw
Gonna
a
see if he
grenade out.
looks. It's definitely for a bait. He's gonna see if someone peeks from the window. I do, yeah.
All three of the competitors are super close to each other right now.
I don't want to full heal at least my thorax.
Oh. Gaz is pushing around to the outside. Angry's on the outside also. Oh.
They are all on top of each other.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ace and Angry right next to each other.
He hears the healing.
Oh.
HK
That was
versus
also
HK.
Oh,
I'm
Ace
fucking
thought he
down,
saw
man.
something and then just...
There was some
He
guy
shot the
sniping
plant,
from
the plant
some
scared
fucking
him.
way. I don't know where, and I'm scared.
He even just said he's scared. I love it.
Fuck it. Keep going for it, boys.
He has no idea where Elmo is.
Elmo's playing it so passive. So the one thing that I am concerned about, because Elmo is playing it extremely slow, but Elmo is crouched. Now, one of the dangerous things about being crouched like that is because so many players aim at chest level just naturally. What happens is if Ace flicks, the first shots are normally going to land at the chest level, which is where Elmo's head's at, and Elmo will drop instantly. Something very dangerous, and a lot of newer players, it's one of the things that I've been personally working on, is making sure I'm not crouched as often, because you get head tapped so easily by mistake. Elmo's playing it very passive, though.
I'm gonna be honest.
I wonder what his covert
I want
movement's
to place
at.
the items and kill a couple more scavs at least, but
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, come on. Oh, they just
boys.
missed each other. They just...
Wow.
Oh, Elmo just missed him. He heard him drop. He's pushing, trying to get sight. Oh, no. Just... Yep, Ace
Kind
is
of a
now
Mr.
deep in the
Magoo
wing.
moment there.
They've kind of missed. And this right here, Atlas, is one of the things that we see so often in the tournaments, and you never realize exactly how close you are to another PMC at any moment.
Are we gonna full send?
Gaz is just making his way. Gaz is on a tour of Shoreline right now. He has gone all the way around the map, all the way through Sniper Rock, got up there, looked around, pushed back up. He's playing very, very smart, very safe. I really like the way Gaz plays here.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Oh,
exhaust.
oh,
There we go,
oh,
there we go.
Gas. Oh,
Oh,
he hits on it,
nice
doesn't
prone
drop him
by
though.
Angry.
Really smart. Gaz is going to go ahead and get aggressive, run up the stairs, and see if he can get this.
Yep. He's
Everybody's
not sure
on
where
the
the
roof.
angle is.
All players are on the roof.
Turn around, Elmo.
Is he behind me?
Yeah, he's behind you,
Yes.
dude. Nice nade by Elmo.
I don't think we've ever seen this in the history of the tournament. We've never seen all three players or, this many competitors on the roof at one time.
Ace is getting aggressive.
Okay.
Here we
Ace,
go, Ace.
this is bad. No, Ace, no. Oh my gosh.
He's probably by the oil barrel over there.
Elmo, just keep your head down, brother.
Elmo's just keeping his head down. Ace and Gaz are both on the same side. Oh, Elmo's taking shots at Gaz.
Very nice.
Almost drops him. Oh, I mean, lights his stomach up. He has no stomach. Gaz is going to go ahead and get aggressive and try to push away.
I don't think
Damn, nice shot.
Gaz goes down.
Fucking done, bro.
GG, boys.
My brain.
I forgot my painkillers, boys. Couldn't run.
Ace says, I'm done with this. I'm out. Nope.
That's on me.
Elmo is fatigued. He is fatigued. He needs to get that energy up or he's going to fall down.
Did Elmo... Did Elmo not eat
hope
and
that's
drink
not one of
before
the
raid?
He took stims, but he didn't bring water
Oh,
or food.
this is what we were
This is
talking
gonna be a
about.
bad way to go.
Being prone there.
Yep, he needs to go ahead. I believe that Gaz does have food and drink on him, so he does need to be aware of that.
And we push this motherfucker.
Oh, he's only got like 30 seconds.
Motherfucker.
He's gonna die any second. Shit.
Well, you got to remember they did change the way that it works. When you have no energy, you don't instantly die out from it anymore. You do slowly take damage, like as if you're dehydrated. So as long as he heals up the damage, he will be fine.
Is it one of us? Yes, I'm sorry. Do you have food for me, though?
He's like, do you have
Hydration's
food
at
for me?
17. Well, he does have a golden star. He should pop that.
Oh yeah, Angry has. Wait, there was
He had a
humpback
golden
and a drink
Here, it's fine.
right there in his backpack. There's a
He's
humpback
not-
and a drink.
He's not eating it! Oh my god, Elmo! Oh, dude.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, this could be the biggest suicide play ever, but I kinda wanna go for it.
I need to get off this roof.
Do I just run up the fucking building and try to kill him? This could be such a bad idea.
Oh, here we go again.
He is
They're
so low.
They're right next to each other. I don't like this from
Almost
Angry,
dead,
from
yeah.
Elmo.
Not gonna
Elmo, you were way too. Oh my God, Elmo.
He has gotta eat some food!
Elmo, look at your
Fuck, I should've
backpack.
seen
Yes,
it.
thank you.
Yeah,
Oh
yes,
my gosh,
thank
yes.
you.
Can we get some pogs in the chat? Elmo 8.
Take a couple of mags, right? Still 2 stims, 2 nades, right? That's correct.
Oh, they're circling each other. They are on top of each other.
I'm not sure
Oh.
if it's safe where I dropped his
He's not
stuff.
moving.
Packing for a long one,
Get
chat.
that dog tag as well. That's competitive out. He did place most of his stuff though.
Where is he?
I'm pretty sure Ace
He's
has
outta
an
here,
idea that he's
There's
in the
full
basement.
people. Did he go downstairs?
He's just
now?
trying to clear
Oh, he
around,
went
but
downstairs to not
Elmo's
miss
in.
quite big.
Oh, he
Elmo's
must have
in it
gone
bad
downstairs
right now.
Very big woods trade.
Yep, here comes
He's
Ace.
going
Here comes
down
Ace.
downstairs.
Elmo needs to be ready. He's going to hear him healing.
You tried?
Oh no! Come on, Elmo. Come on.
He's inside right.
Oh! Elmo's going ahead and getting a little pre-fire jumpy. He heard the movement. Ace is
I
just
know that
tap
helps.
firing, letting him know. No, I'm here.
He's gotta finish healing, so he's gonna push back. Oh my god, laser right
Oh!
on Ace's face.
They are right. Oh, Ace is not going to give him an opportunity. And oh god,
We need him.
Angry Elmo, you're scaring me, buddy.
He's good with those prones.
Ace is not going to allow him to heal. Like, that is not going to happen. Ace is smart. He doesn't want to give a competitor the opportunity. Very smart of Elmo here to drop in. Oh, no.
Very nice.
Oh,
It just came
Ace
down to
picks
Elmo's
up the
thorax, not
kill.
being
Yes, that
fully
was Ace.
healed.
Oh, my God. Elmo was
This is
super
my
smart to
fucking
drop
game for
into
you,
the
bro.
tub. Or into the pool to
my
try to
God,
use
was a
that.
fat gunfight. That was really bad for me. Let's go. Hell yeah, boys. Oh, yeah.
GG's though.
Oh.
That was a really good fight.
Get that bread, boys. It is Elmo. Hells yeah.
Now, the thing about
Yeah,
Ace,
he's
and you
okay.
could tell how
I
cool
think
and
they're
calm
sa-
he
should be
was.
safe
Ace
down here.
is a
That's two competitors again.
Overwatch and
There could be one
Valorant
more, I guess,
semi-pro. He was on a 12-man roster for a team in Germany, OWWC. He is no stranger to competitive games. He is no stranger to being a competitor, and you can see that in every decision that
And
he
then we can go,
makes.
like, a small scout round
Really
and get the fuck
good.
out.
Get some GGs. Oh. Ace just has to play smart now. He just
I
needs
don't
to
know,
make
maybe,
his moves, put his stuff down, and get out. And this
What's
is
it
going
called?
to
Power
solidify
station,
his
check there real
lead
quick.
by
Check
a
down
lot.
the
It's going to put
pier.
him way out
Actually,
if he can do
might be
that.
a bit close,
He has 10
honestly.
minutes left on the board.
We're chilling though.
And he
Yeah,
found the
nice.
lead
I
eggs
think
looking
time
for
to check the
stims.
balance.
Place every item.
Can we get some streamer loot in chat?
I think. I'm just scared that there's gonna be another player somewhere. I hope not. There's only one cam. That's nice to see.
You can hear him saying there's only one camera. That's nice to see. That allows him to know that his competitors may either be dead or waiting, but it says, hey, this allows me to get as many points as I
GG's
can.
Nice plays, yo. GG's boys.
Hypno Bob, if you do exclamation shoreline, it will give you the rules of the map that we are on. Go ahead and throw that up there, and you will be able to see. Every map is a little bit different, so we have 2 maps, this map and 1 map after left.
I think this raid should be pretty dead. Oh, never mind. What's that like?
And for anybody that may be joining us right now that has not been a part of the tournament or hasn't seen the tournament, we run 5 different maps, each with their own set of rules. It gives the players an opportunity to just play a little bit different every single time and get to showcase their skills and their decision making. Great format for this.
To be honest, I should recharge a bit.
Oh. Those kind of fights right there are the ones that get your blood going. The reason that we play Tarkov, that kind of hype right there.
Honestly, fuck it. We go for some scav kills, boys. If we die, we die. Got a good raid anyways. But
that's right, Ace.
3 or 4 p.m.
Write those points in.
That's good. That's another.
Going ahead and picking up a couple of scav kills, it looks like also.
Wait, it is. It is a PMC. No, it's a player scav. What?
Wow.
Player scav went full
Player
Chad.
scav found some.
Player scav has found some gear.
What?
Oh, that
guy could have originally been the admin third
wiped
party.
some
Remember that
motherfuckers.
one guy died and he left.
I mean, that was a thick player scav atlas.
He won the
Like,
true, bro.
oh,
That was a reserve player scav right there.
you know
Well,
he's
this
mad.
kind of
You
top
know
left,
he's
honestly,
super
but I
mad
just get
too.
sniped now, but whatever. How long do we have?
A bit over 7 minutes.
I think we
Ace
should
talking
be
to his
fine.
battle mod.
Yo, Pontus, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, bro. There's
Now,
scavs in front
the
of
the
me
one thing
somewhere.
that's really interesting too is this map is Ace's favorite map, and you can tell his map knowledge of it, the way he plays it. He knows how to wrap around. He knows how to push it. You can really
That was definitely
see
not one of the competitors.
the way
Ace
Ace plays this, that this is his favorite map.
Maybe that was scav shooting at a player down here. Actually. Maybe the scav had an SKS.
And exactly like Garland is saying in
the
chat,
other
guys,
side.
click on each one of those links, go over to these competitors,
Oh,
hit
that's
them with a
awesome.
follow. Follows are
I
free.
think that was a player.
These guys are putting on an amazing show for you
Awesome.
today.
Guaranteed.
Oh, it is just
I don't have
splendid.
stamina, though.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what reserve.
Might have
You
been
know,
a scav
like you
that
said, it's
moved,
going to be
I'm
one
not
of the
sure.
biggest point makers of
There's
this
a
whole
dead scav
tournament.
here,
It
so
can
why
really
would there be
drive
another
things home.
scav inside? Makes no sense. It's kind of sus, honestly. Pretty sure I saw something move, or am I going crazy? I'd be going crazy. I'm seeing shit all over the place, shooting fucking cardboard boxes and everything.
You can hear Ace saying, "I'm so nervous. I'm
Shooting
seeing things
bushes.
everywhere."
The what?
Yeah. Mag dumping scavs because you don't want to get head tapped.
What the fuck?
And you can hear Ace talking to his battle mod. Everybody likes to talk to their battle mods a little bit differently. Some people just use their battle mods as a, you know, like, hey, let me know certain things.
I think we just
You
get
can tell that
closer.
Ace is very comfortable with his battle mod, that
extra fire.
that he's just running things with him, just talking to him. And that's
Oh
for
my
me, you know, I think that's nice. Oh,
fucking
we see me
God,
sniped
bro, that
at.
scared the living shit out of me.
Whoa.
That's a fucking player scav. 100. 100.
Player scav, he's
brutal to be taken
sure
out
that it's
by
a player
at
scav.
this point.
That's the M700 guy we were hearing, I think.
Nade.
Oh god.
Thought I heard one.
This could be bad, boys.
Thinking he heard a nade. Ooh, lighting him up.
Nice kill.
Cool.
Goes back to that crouching you were talking about, man. He
player
was
scavs
just
in this
level
round.
for that headshot.
How
It's
long?
easy.
5 minutes.
Ah, we're chilling. We're big chilling. We can even go to
5
tower
minutes to
real
get to
quick.
extract, to pick up all those bonus
Tower already.
points. Great run by that Ace. Absolutely putting on a
We
clinic.
had to go to tower though, which is unfortunate. Bunch of filing cabinets and shit in there as well. Oh baby, thanks for the follow.
Debating.
Appreciate
Hey, Beanie Queen, how are you doing today? Welcome.
All sick, thanks for the follow as well. God damn, boys. Appreciate the support. And let's cooperate as well. Sorry. I'm sorry if I missed something, boys. Trying to not in-tier like I did last raid. And it doesn't seem like there's scavs here.
Just trying to find any extra scavs, pick up a few extra bonus points anywhere that he can. Just trying to extend that lead further and further out, make it very hard for his competitors to stay close. Very smart call by Ace. Ace is playing
really
this.
Performed well today.
He really has, Atlas. He really has.
Not even a minute later, chilling. True. I mean, I was scared of the M700 face tapping me. We played that pool fight super well, that was cracked to be honest. Bro, I was so scared because I was left hand peeking it, I had to kinda like play it very carefully. Because, I don't know. I mean, actually, I don't know which fight you mean, the first one or the second one. Because both fights against both other competitors were down there in the pool side.
Yeah, you can hear Ace is like, I just don't know. There was a lot of fighting. I don't know which one we're talking about anymore. Oh, going ahead and picking up another scav. Oh, wait, that one didn't die.
Oh my. Oh no, it's a Mosin scav as well.
Oh no.
God.
Don't die, Ace. Don't die. Kill him.
Imagine, right here.
Oh.
That's another 3 scav kills. That's good, that's good.
More points. Excited to see what we have on the scoreboard here for Ace. After this amazing...
Yeah, okay, it was the second then. Yeah, I had to play a bit more careful because I was
after this just splendid clinic.
So I kinda,
oh, so good.
Kinda was fucked there. Raid, boys.
GG's.
Hells yeah. Got a bunch
Great
of
raid.
Not a bunch of other, but like a couple of players.
Spectacular performance, Atlas. Spectacular performance. Really good.
We didn't get any bonus items though, which is unfortunate. Wow. Oh, yeah,
ooh, look at this.
Very well.
Okay, so 3 players confirmed and then total 11.
Oh my
so 8 scavs. Second.
8 scavs, 3 PMCs.
Jeez, boys. Okay.
Oh. Whew.
I'll check it. These fights are intense and really nice. Yeah, true.
Atlas, I gotta come down from that one a little bit. That was so much action. There was points where it was just nonstop. Every single time we thought it was gonna get like a little bit of lull in the action, another competitor showed up and just added to the formula of everything we just watched.
Yep, definitely 3 different third parties and lots of player scavs, man. Shook it up. Especially that roof fight, man. We're gonna have to make an Evasion GG highlight out of that.
Yeah, that roof fight was something, like I've said, in all of the competitions that I've watched and I've casted for Evasion, I don't think I've ever seen it to where actually 3 competitors were on the roof fighting each other. We've seen it where people have ran up while 2 competitors are fighting and they get dropped or something like that, but having all 3 of those competitors on the roof fighting each other simultaneously, I don't think I've ever seen that. That was, oh, it was something special.
I think the best moment was when Elmo was prone between Ace and Gas. That was incredible. Bullets flying overhead. He was in no man's land.
Yeah, and it was a smart call by him to just stay down, just be like, hey, I'm protected. I'm not going to get into this until I need to. And he peeked up. He got a kill when he needed to. Oh man, splendid. I get excited every single time. Like that map and interchange to me highlight some of the best aspects of this entire competition. So, all right,
here we go. Let's see those.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our points. Wow. Okay. Ace.
We might set a record this season.
Yeah, Ace is dominating at like just 85 points going into the last map. Is that we'll get clarification from the battle mods. Is that a new record on Shoreline? We'll get clarification because that was a lot of points right there on the Shoreline map. Gaz 53, British with 22, and Angry Elmo with 19. Now remember, it is the top 2 competitors. Gaz is not safe. We have had up to points in the 50s on reserve. And if Gaz goes down early and British or even Elmo score up in those 50-point range, Gaz is out. So Gaz has to make sure he plays this very smart and just keeps going forward. And Ace, I mean, Ace can't play, like, Ace can't slack off either. I mean, he's really out in front. I know he's got a commanding lead, but he does need to keep pushing that lead forward. Oh, I'm excited about this last map. There's just
a lot of
right
pressure
here
on everybody.
It really is, Atlas. There is a lot of pressure on everybody. We can't count anybody out of the competition, especially for the fact that 2 competitors are moving on to our championship match on Sunday. And they're going to be going up against the 2 winners for tomorrow's match between Thor the Titan, Super Rob, Blitzer Girl, and Rakunzel. I am really looking forward to that. And I am being told that our high score for Shoreline this season so far is 37, right there. Woo! By that Ace. So Ace is taking it. Ace. The second highest is Gaz, which is amazing because Gaz had our second highest at 36 in the Group B. So that is some competition. 37. Can we get some round of applause? Thank you. Yes, in chat. 37 high. Oh. Well. You ready for this, Atlas?
Right,
this is our last map. Yeah,
Woo!
Last map of the day.
Reserve.
Definitely not least. Exactly. Reserve. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our competitors are going to be doing on Reserve. Go ahead and let everybody know.
Guys, as you know, the best map in Escape from Tarkov, all right? Map timer, so they're going to have the whole limit, which I believe is, what, 45 minutes, if I'm not wrong? PMCs are tasked with getting kills while in or on any of the buildings listed below. And getting a kill while you are in or on each building will be worth 3 points each. An additional kill from the same building are only worth a base points. Rules are the same. Buildings, you can be a king, queen, knight, either, but not both. So the kills that you get in White Knight won't count for Black Knight. Rook, bishop, same rule. You got to be in either white or black. Same rule with pawn, either white or black. Points, scatter or glue car. So guard and raider are only counting as 1 point since they're so prevalent on Reserve. PMC kill no tag 1 point. PMC kill plus tag 3 points. Bonus points 3 per building. Kill glue car 5 points and extraction 5 points. Extract bonus double extract points if you activate and use Bunker Hermetic Door. So you actually have to go press it and run to it, or if it's already on, you still have to go to the button as if you pressed it and then extract.
So there is a lot of points on this map, Atlas. All of our competitors are going to be loading into their own individual maps, trying to just play the game that they want to play. This right here is one of my is one of my favorites for the sheer fact that you get a good insight into how these competitors play. Yes, they have objectives that they do have to get kills from certain buildings, but for the most part, this is their game. This is the way that they want to play. This is their play style for the most part. So you really get to see them.
For sure. And there's a lot
you get
of
to
different
focus
ways you can do this. Like you were saying, Gaz's favorite gun was what? The DVL, right? He could stay in the dome, which is, I believe they call that what? It's Queen, right? And so you can snipe from there to anywhere on the freaking map, and it counts towards your points. So that could be a definite play style they go to, or just Chad, Shift W, check out King, Queen, all the different bishops, etc. We'll just have to see how.
Exactly, and like you were saying, I mean, Angry Elmo's favorite gun, one of his favorite weapons is the SR-25. So that gun can come into a really big play here if Elmo decides to use it. And that's one of those things where going into the competition, yeah, you could use meta stuff such as like a meta HK, but if you're not comfortable with those weapons, you're not going to perform well. So I would like to see the competitors in this last map kind of go with what they're comfortable with. Yeah, use some good armor, use some good, you know, a good helmet, maybe an Alton if that's what you're into, if you're comfortable with that. But use what you're comfortable with. And I think what happens so many times with newer competitors in this competition, they try to use the thing that is meta, but it's not what they're comfortable with. And so much of Tarkov and so much of what you're getting into is about your comfort level.
100%, 100%, and it's really a lot of it too. Like they're each loading into their own separate raid. A lot of it's gonna come down to where they spawn too, to depend on where they play. If you spawn over by Hermetic, things can get a little messy. You're gonna have to get over to those buildings so you can get your points.
Yep. Right. And now, just so you guys do know, we are not going to be seeing any of the scores anymore. Angry Elmo is our first competitor in. We're going to go ahead and check in, see what's happening with Elmo. Has a very weird spawn, needs to be exceptionally careful at this location. But we are not going to know any more about scores until the competition is over. So we will all be just as surprised as you with what happens. Angry going to go ahead and pre-med quite a lot.
We bought food, by the way.
All right, we're going to go ahead and look at Gaz. Gaz is also getting in, also in the same spawn location. They both spawned at the exact same spot.
Different times.
Looks like
Elmo
decided to
spawn.
Yes, exactly, Atlas.
Now, I just want to point out in the chat is asking about Queen and King. We used to refer to that center building as Queen, but I think everybody kind of jumped the gun on it. That middle building is King and Dome is Queen.
All right, looks like Ace has already taken damage. Stomach and both arms are blacked. He got into it with something as soon as he spawned in. Did he spawn by Raiders, maybe? Oh, his helmet's getting lit. Did he win? Oh, woo. Helmets save lives. Going ahead and using that new Riz T helmet. Beautiful helmet. Oh, has a backup visor also. Very smart.
200 IQ, yeah.
I'm going ahead and going to switch it out. Turning it back on. Whew.
So I think
can we get a poll in chat? Because I do want to know from the view. Yeah, can we get a poll in chat? Because I do want to know from a player standpoint, how many of you use helmets with visors versus a helmet versus no helmet at all when you're playing? I'm very curious what you as viewers do and players. Looks like everybody is in.
I just run the ULAC.
You're a ULAC player? Gotcha.
ULAC, but like you were saying, I mean, if I was Ace, I'd already be out of this competition. So there's a lot to consider.
Where this other guy went though? Huh.
So it looks like British got that marked room spawn, going ahead and pushing over, maybe trying to pick up an early kill from this train building.
I kind of need to confirm that kill, but I think he's gonna be pre-aiming it.
He wants to confirm. Ace wants to confirm that kill with the fight that he's in right now, but he thinks that the player's going to be pre-aiming it. So he's trying to maneuver around, trying to get a better position on the player to maybe get a kill from. He's exceptionally
going to be a really
hurt.
Interesting round. There's no time limit.
Out of all of the competitors that you're seeing here, who do you think is at the advantage because of time of day that they chose?
I really want to fix my arms.
You know, I was gonna say I'm curious why they chose the evening times or dusk or dawn. I'm not sure what it is, but for me, I prefer to play in the day mostly. I don't know, but also you get way more player scabs during the day that you have to deal with.
Oh,
that's this one and the one towards Dome, right?
British is going ahead and picking up a kill. He's gone ahead and picked up some points from that building, dropping a scav, I believe, or I couldn't tell if it was a scav or a player. Definitely looked like a scav. Now, and that's the thing is, it looked like they had picked the morning. So as the morning progresses, it's going to become brighter and brighter. But going up there at the Dome building, trying to get a kill from there, if the sun is rising, it's going to be in their eyes. That's going to make it a little bit more difficult also.
I feel like that's a really cool point. Tarkov is one of the only games with that dynamic lighting like that you just mentioned. It's never the same. It's never the same.
Very true. Go ahead, and that poll is up in chat. Make sure you guys are selecting. I do want to know what the viewers and what you in chat, all of you guys, what do you like to use? Go ahead and vote.
All right. What did I hear?
So we can check in with the mods and the battle mods. Did Angry and Ace select morning into day, or did they select evening into night? We'll get some clarification from their battle mods in just a moment.
Kill him.
Oh my goodness.
Nice, Ace. Very nice. Secured the dog tag.
Did pick up that kill from that building. Really smart.
Here
British
we go.
is getting lit up,
up,
getting
fellas?
absolutely. Oh, I believe he's in the
White
night
Knight,
building.
I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
GG, no
Second
really.
floor.
Gotta stop bleeds and all sorts.
Once
I
again,
think he
helmet
got him
saves
already. He's just
lives.
stopping the bleed.
If this isn't an indication that you should be wearing a helmet and maybe one with a visor, I don't know what else is going to convince you, because that is twice a competitor has been saved by their helmet. All right, looks like our poll has ended, and it looks like 49% of you said helmet with no visor. 40% are saying helmet with visor, and 11% are saying no helmet at all. Maybe after this, some of you may start running visors, because it does look like helmets save lives.
Boom.
Gaz is also getting into it with somebody over there in one of the pawn buildings.
Let's heal the stomach.
I believe this is White Pawn.
Yep, you're correct. That's White Pawn. I think he's on 3rd floor.
Fuck is the sound? Basement?
You can hear the glass crunching, trying to figure out where the player is at, or the
I
scav.
don't know where it is, chat.
Yeah, I think that's 1st floor. He's hearing that glass. 1st floor by the bathroom, side entrance.
And that's something very important, and something that just comes with game knowledge and time played, is the longer that you're on these maps and the more that you play them, you start to understand where certain audio cues are, where like you may be hearing glass from, where you may be hearing brick or metal, and it gives you that slight advantage to understand how you want to push these gameplays or where you might find your enemy.
Now, is Elmo fighting the scab boss, or is he just killing scabs?
It's hard to tell. I can't tell if Elmo is actually in it with thick players or what.
It's taking a lot of shots with that MP7 to put down those scabs or raiders, and I can't tell what they are.
Now, this is something that we were just talking about. Elmo going with the MP7 SR25 combo. I like this. This is exactly what we were talking about. Playing to your strengths, playing with what you're comfortable with. That was really, really smart. So I do like this a lot from Elmo.
One of the buildings for the objective. My eyesight doesn't allow me to shoot anyone from there, so I won't be doing that one.
Oh no, Elmo!
Play to your strengths. Boomer!
Elmo's
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, Dome is one of my objectives, but I can't see from there, so we're just gonna pass on that one. He just needs a bigger scope. That's all Elmo needs. Elmo just needs the bigger, 32 times scope to do it. Then it's like you're looking right at them, like they're next to you.
Yeah, I've never gotten a kill with one of those scopes. I've always been a voodoo guy.
I don't want to get.
I am a voodoo guy also. I knew there was a reason I liked you, Atlas.
Wait, what?
That tack, the tack, dude. Anybody that uses that, just they're inferior. Like.
Angry's going for that airburst grenade, throwing it straight onto the roof, trying to get an explosion in the air and get a kill. Very smart.
Yeah, Ace is smart too, hanging out in the basement. They've upped the chance that if you press that button, leave the area, but then go back down, raiders will spawn. It's like a 50% chance. Similar to labs, it's very, very high.
Where was that metal?
What? Oh God! British is having some difficulty. Oh, getting a shot. Did he? No, the guy laid down.
Oh, that desync.
But that also
He rubber banded so hard. Did you see?
Ugh. Let's go ahead and listen in on Abba.
So unfortunate, man.
Yep. He had it. He's still on that second floor White Knight. That's a cheeky
Just-
angle. Yeah, you can jump up
Yeah,
on
it's
that
a very
box, dude.
cheeky angle if you can get it. Sometimes the collision with the gun makes it a little difficult. Oh, there he goes. You got this. You got this.
Come on.
You got this. Drop him.
Oh
Come
my!
on, the shots are.
Did he get it?
No, he's laying down. He's laying
Nope,
down.
He's still up. He's still up.
What is he zeroed at?
Oh my god.
He is connecting, but he's just not dropping him.
That
Oh,
is
what is-
unfortunate.
What is he's using a M? What is
He's
that?
using
An
an
M4?
HK.
Or is that an
HK with 995, I believe. Oh no, you're right. It is an M4.
It is an M.
Little
Yeah,
bit
it's
less
an
muzzle
M.
velocity.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I'm not a huge AK, or I mean, I'm not a huge M4 or not a huge, HK fan, because I do like getting into long range engagements, and I would prefer an SR25 in these situations. It just drops people, and if he was using a heavier caliber, that guy would more than likely be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really surprised that he went back on the balcony after getting shot at. That's really not the move that you do on Dome, right?
No,
If you
not at
take
all.
Contact, get off of Dome. Goes back to what you were saying about rotating and trying to get a new angle instead of just having a peak war. And a lot of times you're going to lose that.
Yep. More times than not, you are going to lose that. Exactly, Atlas. Going ahead and listening in on Angry. Angry's trying to pick up some kills over here on the roof. A little bit dangerous spot to be, especially if somebody is up on Dome, can take easy shots. He's using that sidewall to protect him, though, so that way if somebody is trying to shoot, they won't see him because he is on the lower level. Looks like Gaz is having a difficult find trying to find
Alarm
anybody.
is on.
Alarm is on Elmo's.
All right, he hears somebody. He hears somebody by the tents. He's trying to figure it out. All right, he's gonna try and.
We heard him.
He heard him.
Probably hear him too, though.
Be
He's
nice
jumping
enough to
and
push
he's
through
switching
here?
weapons and things.
Because I need a kill from this building, buddy.
Can we get clarification from
I need all
Elmo's
the
battle
points I
mod
can.
or from one of the mods? What's the time in Elmo's raid? Do we know roughly? Because these may be player scavs spawning in. We know player scavs. The thing about reserve is very geared towards scavs, player scavs.
Oh my gosh!
So they
yes,
spawn in
you're 100%
super
right.
early. Ooh, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, did he lay down?
Is that
That
dead?
scav laid down.
Now yes. Okay,
He's dead.
this
Now
done
he's
well.
dead.
So a scav went prone but didn't start shooting back?
Looks like Gaz is still trying to look for kills.
Lower than me, which is saying something, right?
That Ace is in it. Ace's stomach
Here we go,
and
here we
his
go.
leg is gone. He is in it with somebody right now.
That's an entire
Going ahead
army.
and pushing
Scav
around.
They're gonna kit up. Oh no, this is really bad. And I used my fucking.
Ace is saying scav army, that it may be a giant group of player scavs.
This is really bad.
Oof, every reserve player's
he is
worst
super-
nightmare.
Loot the kits off
Oh,
the
he is super hurt. Both of his arms, his stomach, and his leg.
That shotgun guy was dead, honestly.
It was a shotgun that took. Oh, very fortunate to be alive. Smart move, going ahead
I don't
and
want to
getting
get
that
the
chest
fucking
healed up.
kits.
Remember,
I'm
you
fucked
can
if I
lose
get the
pretty
kits.
much every body part except for the
really
chest
fucked.
and the head and be alive. So very
this is so
smart.
bad. Fuck it.
Doesn't sound like he's getting pushed though. Oh, he is. He heard him, dropped him.
Yep, definitely scav army, 100%. Still points though. 1 point for every kill.
Oh my. That's on top of the other building.
Somebody's
Oh,
shooting at him
man.
from. What is that? Black
Yeah,
Black Bishop, right?
Yeah, I definitely heard a shot come towards his direction. I'm not quite sure from where. You can tell he's still Ace has still got that jumpiness. He's still very much shooting at everything he sees. Oh,
Nice little flank there.
I don't know.
Yep.
Did that actually
There's
connect?
another one.
Oh
shit!
jeez. Ace is in it right
Very
now.
nice.
How many?
He ran out the street with
What
no
the
stomach.
fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Holy shit.
Guys, get
Can they
in
count?
there. Show Ace some love.
Can they
Those
count
little
that?
flick shots, point firing on. Oh man, just
To eat? Oh god, we're
splendid,
fucked, boys.
spectacular.
All right.
Fantastic. I don't know all the
Holy
words.
Shit, what is going on?
Oh,
Ace taught us. What is he
120
telling us?
Get scabbed, but not
Ace
in the
taught us to look
tournament,
left and
man.
right when you cross the street.
My heart.
100%.
Jesus
My
Christ.
And biggest problem right now that we're going to see from Ace is Ace is getting really low on water.
Holy
He's
shit,
fine on
boys,
energy.
can you
He does have an
count
Aquamari, so
Oh
he's
my
good.
God.
He's got a lot of body parts to repair
Yeah,
right
I can
now.
tell you guys were coming from me.
He is
Holy
90% staples, 10% man. That's it.
I'm gonna be back here to watch that, no doubt. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. God damn. What the fuck? I think I blacked your leg. If you were the shotgun guy, you fucked me up so bad I thought you were dead.
Elmo
Like,
just took
before,
down
and then,
a
you just
player
kept
scav.
shooting me, and I was like, what the fuck? How is this guy still alive?
Yeah, Almo getting
Ubbo
a couple
might be in
points,
something
taking down-
here.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and look at Ubbo over here.
Shit, we're open to dome here.
He is searching for something, or he
Like
hears something.
Yeah. He's in King, I believe. Yep, center building.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Almo just got a snipe across over there.
Gaz goes down!
Gaz goes down! No!
No.
Oh,
I
I don't
think
know how he got taken out.
Player scav,
Oh.
head jaws. Damn, so that second place could be anybody's, ladies and gentlemen. We have to, Elmo and Ubba really have to send it.
Oh, no. Gaz only
They should
picking
have
up
about
one
25
kill.
minutes.
Yeah, as long as British and Almo play this smart, they could take
No.
second place.
Bunny, it was an AI scav. That
No
killed him.
report. It was an AI scav.
That hurts.
Was it
man.
a shotgun? Was it a shotgun?
He healed already. I missed it. He healed so fast.
Can we get clarification? Was it a shotgun scav? Guys, please go over to Gaz's channel. Show Gaz some love. It's heartbreaking, but he is a competitor. He's happy. He's smiling no matter what. Really great person to watch. Go check Gaz out. Follows are free. Go hype him up.
He's got a lot of points too, so his chances of being second at least are very, very safe.
Very safe.
30 minutes. Let's go.
Looks like Elmo's in a little bit of a little thing here.
Aren't we?
Oh, Elmo with the snipe.
Elmo, take it.
If they
Take
are
it.
indeed downstairs.
Get him.
Let's check out.
Get him.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yes!
oh! Elmo, beautiful
Patience,
shot.
baby.
I love it. I love it. This is what I'm excited
Love
to
it.
see. Elmo is playing to his strengths now. He is saying, all right, I'm using an SR-25. This is my gun. This is what I like. Just
Let's
playing
see
it
the
smart,
body.
really nice. Getting that
If
shot
there's a
on
body,
him from the
don't
K
let me
building.
cross to kill the body from inside the
You know what I like too is he has a DMR, right? So he's got the capacity to, semi-fire. It's not a bolt action, but he still was patient. He still was patient. He didn't just tap, tap, tap. He waited for that
It's a
moment.
wine made out of bacon.
What they're talking about. Oh,
It's glue up.
Scav boss?
I don't know, but that scav definitely took a lot of bullets.
That was
I thought for a second he said, yeah, I think he said Scab Boss for a second.
Ooh.
We might have enough points on this map, boys.
Let's
You
go,
hear it,
Elmo.
Angry?
That's the confidence.
Elmo's getting
That's what I wanna
hyped.
hear.
That's what I like. Yes, exactly.
He's in last
Atlas.
place. He's in last place. I like the positivity. For sure, yeah. I love it. I love it. Scab Boss could be the thing that changes this game for Elmo.
It
Remember,
really
the,
could.
the Raiders are 1 point, but Glue Car is 5.
I don't have any.
But I mean, it
characters.
does help that Glue Car has like what 6
My
guards sometimes.
backup is into Glua.
Just hear Elmo talking it out right now. He is pinched in a bad spot because if it is Scav Boss under there, he has to either go through the Scav Boss or he has to go up and fight whatever he hears up top. So he's in a predicament.
There's a player to the right of that fucking truck.
Possibly
And
a
I highly
a
think that-
Not to
Taj
mention-
that got. Oh, that got gas. Not sure. Thank you, Boosh. I appreciate that.
Now Elmo's got to consider the longer he waits,
that's
the
blue
more.
card.
Yeah, that's glue card for sure. Yep. They got tattoos and sleeves and stuff. Yeah, the longer he waits though, is it's gonna be, you know, player scab heaven here in a second.
Very, very smart.
Also, the graded
Elmo's
door
doing
on
something
that side
not
was
enough people
closed.
do, and that's use the tactical lean. So he's at the corner, and instead
need
of
to kill
doing a
this guy
full
first.
lean out, he's doing a slow peak lean that allows you to get that pixel perfect
Was that
shot where you
bomb?
can shoot around without exposing your entire body like you would with a normal E or Q lean. A lot of players
I was
don't
wrong.
use that.
But I am getting
Oh.
sniped
Elmo's
Snipe.
getting
Wait,
sniped
what?
at.
Where from? I
From the
saw-
back,
It's
Scavlands.
gotta be. It's either Scavlands or it's up at Dome sniping down on him with a voodoo or something like that. I don't know. He's still not getting shot at. That's really hard to say. Elmo, play smart.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
I'm
gotta
going
be
to
a
assume-
PMC, that the amount of damage he took on his thorax wearing a slick. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Scavlands Tower, man.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Because if it was Dome, he would have definitely still been getting shot at.
How far do I need to
Are
go
you?
to
Do
have
you
an
think so?
angle
Are
on the
you that
push
exposed from Dome? I think he's still blocked by K's, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's still blocked by K. I don't know. He can see
bet if
Dome,
he's
so if
still
you can see
in
Dome, Dome can
section.
normally see you.
Doesn't seem that
Yeah,
one.
but really, you can only get to the base of Dome. You know, if you see
True.
the top, it doesn't. Oh, he's going back to where he.
Something
Bro,
closer-
he just got shot right here.
close in the bunker or on top.
Oh, what a crazy guy.
Iron, no. No, maybe a
Boys, I need to
Valde.
go
Valde
find
can't see
Blue
that far, Iron. Oh, footsteps
go.
lighting somebody
Nice,
up,
Elmo.
going, dropping
Glue
them.
I need you as well, but still.
I need Gluhar. I need you as well. I love the
PMC.
comms.
But you're not alone.
He knows what he needs. All right. We're going to switch over to Ubba here. I think he's in a little standoff.
Okay.
Not a
In that
PMC.
case, we will.
He killed the PMC.
We know there's guys up on Queen.
Wait, was that a scav that Elmo
Sounds
killed
like
that
a
had
shame we don't
PMC
want
gear? Is that what Elmo just said?
Let's go to Bishop. And
I
swap
think
over
so,
to
because the
Queen.
button was pressed. Remember, we switched away from Elmo for a while. Could have been a raider.
Now
that
you
he
can
killed
hear
and took his
Ubba-
gear.
Let's do that.
Yeah, very true, Atlas. Very true. Now you can hear Ubba saying, "All right, I think we're gonna switch
Okay,
up
so here's the
buildings,
thing,
move
I was
around."
getting sniped at, but I
Very
wanna
smart,
end
especially
it
if you're just kind of
below
sitting there and you don't have a lot
either
going on.
that tower or graded door.
Alice, what's your game
Yeah,
plan
Fluff.
here? Do you
Go all the way around to a kill
Oh, go ahead.
from-
I was just gonna say, I think Ubba's still trying to kill those guys at Dome.
And-
They're still there.
Shut, that's good.
Wait,
Go
wh-
that down.
They haven't come down.
Why? What? Okay. I mean,
I don't know.
Doing some
you know,
work.
unique play styles. Everybody has their own play style. That's what we'll go with there.
What were you gonna ask about?
Ace is facing somebody again. Ace has been into it more times than not today, dropping his one of his
Really
slick,
have to
replacing
be
it with a
patient,
better
so-
editioned one.
God damn, bro. What the fuck? That should be this building, right? Someone should have counted to this building, I think. I killed him out, like, I was here. I don't know if you saw it. I was here and killed him.
Yep, White Knight Ace.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, he got a scav right outside.
Raiders
That's
are
picking
easy
up
points.
another one of his
Raiders
night
are
bonus
only 1 point. I
points.
thought that last time as well, but they're 1 point and they're pretty risky to fight, so I'm not even sure if I want to go for
Great comms there because he's talking it out. He's like,
Quite cool,
Raiders
yeah.
are 1 point. He's like, they're very risky to
Gonna
fight.
stress
I don't know if I actually want to get into it with them because they're not worth a whole lot, which is very
Pretty
smart.
sure that building should have counted.
Yep, 100%.
Would be very confused if it
Now, do you play reserve at all, Atlas?
The next kill would have
Yeah,
to
I'm a
be
reserve
the
main.
big train station.
It's
I
Oh,
not-
you're a
actually,
reserve
this wipe I
main.
did a
think. That one.
yeah reserve 1 through 40 only, no tasks,
Sure it
and then
is.
I got capped. Right after.
Wow.
Huh?
It was pretty
Like
terrible.
the one where the train arrives, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The
All right,
worst thing
that
was
was
I
not
didn't think it through. I didn't think it through about the extracts. So every raid I had to go D2 or train.
After that Queen
was
Knight.
terrible.
I'm pretty sure I'm not even gonna go for that. It's so risky. It's like,
So you,
I don't know.
Even homeboy.
All right, Elmo's taking damage from somewhere.
Yeah, I guess he gave up on the Raiders downstairs.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to. I guess he doesn't want to go for Scav Boss right now. Maybe he's going to try to come back to that later. Really smart. I like the Grizzly usage. I think bringing a Grizzly is very smart. The time to heal is a little bit longer, not by much though, but it does heal for more, and it repairs broken limbs, so you don't need a splint or anything while using it. He's trying to find out who shot at him. He's trying to get eyes.
Or at least around it.
Grizzly is just peace of mind, you know, through the whole raid. You know that you'll never run out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shots on Elmo right now from somewhere. He doesn't know quite where the shots are coming from. Oh, there we go. So, did he get him with that shot?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm pretty sure
right in
that
the
was
cheek.
clean.
I care more about knowing
Right
what
in the
gun that
cheek.
is.
It looked like a Raider to me.
Also, were you a BMC? You were not. It was a TX-15?
Nope. Player scab. Player scab.
Found a raid
That
TX-15.
killed a Raider.
They already killed all the Raiders. Cool.
Oh. Atlas, right there,
Yeah,
you
but
can
it feels
see,
good
like,
to kill a player scab.
yeah, it always feels good. Atlas, so let me ask you, because you are a reserve main, do you like doing semi-autos? Because you can tell here with Elmo, using an SR25, you can see the comfort level of Elmo has gone way up. Like, it is almost like a different player now. So on reserve, is this the kind of player, because you said you like fully auto, but what do you think because of the differences in this map, having close quarters and having long range?
Yeah, that's the beauty of reserve, as you said it, is it's got everything. It's got sniping, it's got medium, you know, night to night, bishop to bishop, but it's also got those close quarter combat. So what I try to do is I usually build a shorty M4 or a shorty HK, something like that. That's not gonna screw me in the hallways and the doorways and things. But something that still has that reach out and touch. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't like to bring two guns because I just feel like it's a waste of money. You kill somebody, you usually take their gun, you know?
Oh, Ace is getting lit up. I believe that's a Raider?
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, train is here. Train is here.
Train time.
I shouldn't go through the open here. That's probably not the best idea. Let's just rewind that real quick and go somewhere else, because fuck that.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ace, hold on to that survive. You're right. Play it safe, man.
Exactly. Very smart.
All he's got to do is coast right now and just win, because he'll secure that place. We don't know what the points are, but I'm fairly certain that he's ahead.
Shit. Good that we took all the heals we could.
Yeah, and that's a very smart call. Exactly. He's in the lead. I don't know if he wanted to know points from his battle mod, or if he said, no, don't tell me anything. We're just gonna play our games how we play it. Because some competitors are like that. They're like, yeah, exactly. You're like that. Like, some people just don't want to know. They don't want any. They just want to play their game the way that they want to play it, and they'll see how it turns out.
Still got plenty of time.
100%, man. Just that way you can you don't get discouraged. You can just focus on surviving and getting as many points as you can.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ubba's really got into it.
Yeah, they made like the decision to start at dusk, I think. Elmo and Ace, and it paid off.
Oh, actually, that's
now it's light.
Yeah,
and Ubba's experiencing that darkness because he picked an evening time. And it can also depend on like how many players you get on the map too. You know, a lot of people prefer the day,
well, actually,
or if the players at night are not going to go the traditional routes.
Exactly, very true. And this is Ubba still trying to find the people up at the dome? Are they still up there? Probably.
Yeah.
Fuck away from me.
Yeah, he keeps talking about it. He keeps speaking back up there every once in a while.
Won't die.
So here's the thing about it too is I think Elmo and Ace are there. Oh, did I just see a tracer round on Elmo's stream? Yep.
That's a good call.
Yep.
He just lit something up.
Actually, I think you're a genius.
I'm trying to think about where he
really
is.
Have to watch out for ammo.
Is he back on those Raiders BT rounds, right?
This is one of the aggressive glue guards.
Yeah, okay, he's fighting a glue car guard. Yep.
I don't think you can kill Gluar without the aggressive one chasing you down.
Very smart. You can just hear him talking it out. I don't think I can kill Gluhar without the aggressive guys pushing me. And that's very true.
He's going to be looking right at him here.
Very smart, slow peek.
Yep. They all like to sit in that back corner where he's facing directly at his 12.
So I defer to you. Where's the worst place to fight Gluhar? Seeing as you went 1 to 40 on this map, where's the worst place to fight Gluhar, Atlas?
This is a Gluhar I got.
I would say probably K's, man. K's, they just have so many entrances. They can be on the roof. They can, and when they're at K's, technically they can go to train extract or on top of hermetic. They are not bound. They can even go over to the barracks marked room, like very, very behind it. I've seen them. So it's just the biggest spread that they can make over in that K spawn. And then they like to all huddle in the middle, and so you have to push them. And then, like you said, or like Elmo was saying, they charge you. It sucks, man. And then player scabs bleed in each side, and it's just tough, man.
Yeah. Now, Reserve has been one of the maps that when it first came out, I enjoyed running it. It was a lot of fun, and then I kind of got away from it because it became very...
Have you ever seen Raiders with a
It became very...
Player scab heaven.
Yeah, it became very player scabby, and then the PMCs... Like, I don't want to say that they camped anywhere. They sometimes fell asleep at their keyboard, or they had to get up and go pee in certain areas, and they just happened to return while you were walking by. It happens. We've all had to pee during a raid. Everybody's been there. So I stopped playing this map a lot. Has it gotten better? Do you think it's still a very active map? Do you like the way that it plays? Because, like I said, I'm going to defer to you, Mr. 1 through 40 on this map.
Oh yeah, Reserve is hectic. Let me tell you, like school or White Pawn, White Pawn, or excuse me, what am I saying? Black Bishop and Black Pawn. That is literally like Resort in the first 5 fucking minutes of Reserve. It's crazy. I mean, you could get 7 kills in less than 10 minutes there.
And normally
and same thing for like Hermetic side. In the first few minutes, there's a big fight at each marked room most of the time. And then, but like you said, they tend to extract pretty quickly.
Angry Elmo yelling bad name.
Could you imagine if he killed himself? That would be heartbreaking.
Oh,
what up, Dab?
We have had a competitor kill himself in the tournament during the NA side. That has not happened on EU. F's in chat for the competitor. I won't say the name. There's just a special place on Woods for him. Oh, lighting him up. Very beautiful.
Nice, Elmo. Very nice. This is important, especially with an MP7. You have to aim head, otherwise these raiders will not go down, man. They have so much increased HP. Sanitar, I believe, is the only one that has more HP than the
not have
guys.
good trades.
It was not me, Riley, during the competition. No. I did not compete this season.
I do this best.
Just spawned in and threw a nade at his feet.
Angry is now talking himself out of this. He's saying, no, I don't think I want to do this. I understand the hesitation. But in this situation, you are in last place. You need as many points as you can get. Do you talk yourself out of this, Atlas? Because for me, I'm not going to talk myself out of this. I am going to say, no, I need points. This is my last chance. There is no other moment.
Chance. Yeah, I mean, and there's money's on this as well. So I mean, if I was him, I would go back down the ramp and attack on like the first angle that he had. Those tunnels can be really hard to fight Gluhar in.
It really can. For me, it's all or nothing. I mean, you're talking about making it to the finals, making it to the championship, where if you win the championship, that is $1,000. If you win, if you come in second, that's 500. Regardless, I would be putting it all on the line right here, saying no. I'm going to push this. I'm going to get these kills. I'm going to get every point that I can get right now. I have the entire time frame.
I don't have to.
It looks like Ace is going to try to pick up kills from Dome, trying to see what he can get up here. and poor British, man.
That looked like
his
excellent.
time is just not working out for him.
Between them?
It is just
He's got that wrist on,
it's just
brutal.
dark. Like it's just black.
pistol
Oh,
scab in between
Elmo
bullets,
getting
huh?
beautiful head tap right there. Another one. Oh,
Oh no! He's back up!
Yep, you got to move. You got to reposition. Good
Yeah,
call.
you gotta use
Heal
those
up.
pillars.
Oh,
You know, I bet you though with those nades, he's already taken out 2 or 3 guards and he just doesn't know it yet.
oh man. So far, our top reserve points was Sheaf in the semifinals with 59 points, followed by Baked Jake with 55, both of them NA, and Miss Lizard with 53, who was our winner for the NA tournament. And she came in second. Our highest EU so far has been Blitzer Girl with 51 in Group F. So I'm really excited to see what these guys bring if they can kind of take over those highest points.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't...
Ace has potential to be one of the top points if he gets this glue car kill.
I'm really hoping British, like one of the scavs down low has like a flashlight, or seeing as we have so many EU friends with us today, a torch. I learned this from Jeepo. You know, that is
He has
for
one.
NA people. Yeah, it's a torch. So I'm hoping that some scavs may have a torch down that he can pop. Looks like, is he shooting off light? I think. Did
Yeah,
he
we'll
just shoot
scav
light
him
out?
in there.
After all, just 1 point, right?
No, I was a scav with the flashlight, I think. Shoot.
Was
Look
it?
at him.
I hope so, because that's a point, and he's done with that building. If that's the case, I believe his battle mod is marking the time so that way they can double check it against the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that he's up there and it's so dark. That's just unlucky.
Yeah. Elmo and Ace here, Atlas, they made a great choice by saying, hey, we're going to go bright and early in the morning, and it's going to get brighter for us, whereas British and Gaz both did the later times, and it's become just pitch black for them. Looks like Ace is getting into it.
I agree. Ace just secured it. He just secured his kill from Dome, and now he's moving out.
Can we get confirmation from the battle mods? How many more bonus point locations does Ace have, or is that it? Is Ace done?
Honestly, I really don't. Not sure what to do.
Elmo's still working on healing himself up underneath, trying to continue to get points. I love this. I love this gumption. I guess we'll go with that from Elmo here, of saying, no, I want to get these points. I'm glad he didn't talk himself out of it.
I die and then I said.
All right, confirmation. Ace is done.
Repositioned to have cover from him in case he pushed, and still have cover from the others.
Elmo's playing a dangerous game.
Don't repeat it. Don't repeat it, Elmo. Move. Move.
Enemy of everyone. A shotgun scav.
Oh. Oh
No!
Oh no!
What?
No!
The Terminator scav pre-fired him twice
Apparently
after
we're
the
not extracting
oh. Elmo,
F
guys.
in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
That is tournament
Oh,
over.
rip. What an
AI
amazing
scav.
Guys
run.
with a face shield.
Oh,
We have 1 PMC confirmed.
dude.
Going back to the
Oh.
versus no face
Guys,
shield.
shotgun
argument,
scav. Oh, man. Can we please go over to Elmo, show Elmo some love, throw some follows up, let him know that he did an amazing job. I mean, he put up, he put in work right there, and he went for it. You
Wait,
can't
that
be
was a
mad at that. You
PS?
can't be upset with that performance. He put on. Wait, did he die by PS?
Yeah,
Is that what he's saying?
Kinda was an F.
Yep.
What up, fish?
Yep.
And
See, that's the thing is it's
Wow.
only level 3, the face shield. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very,
sounded
it
like a
obstructs your
shotgun,
vision. It really only protects you from small arms and
It was
shotgun
my
bursts,
only
you know?
solid trade fish, which is my issue. But yeah,
Oh, Raider scavs just ignore it. They just don't care. They really don't.
the rest
All
are
right,
out, or
well,
no?
It's gonna be. We've got Ubba here, and we've got that Ace.
GG
Oh.
weekend.
Ubba's in a
Appreciate
hard
you also
place right
dropping
now.
by,
Let's be
but
honest.
I'm
It's
gonna assume
pitch
this
black.
isn't enough. I don't even think it was enough
Ugh.
to make me catch up, even if everyone gets insta shot.
My eyes.
Gas in chat. I take PS then shotty to the face, Kappa. Oh. I believe Ace has gone ahead and hit his siren. He's making his way to extract. This is where things can get a little interesting. Because remember, if they do hit this extract, it is going to be double points for them. But it does also spawn raiders, and, you know, it brings all the boys to the yard. Bubba going ahead and trying to light up a scab over there by the tower in the middle.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Wow, Ace is taking a very interesting route here.
I wanna be that confident.
Not the route I would take.
I hope I'm not gonna jinx anything.
Nice, he didn't take any contact.
Let's leave.
No
Yep,
contact,
Ace,
but
well
he's not
done,
really
man.
clearing. Okay, there he goes. I was kind of worried because he's not really clearing his angles as he's pushing through here confidently.
Oh god.
I mean, he's
GG's, boys.
you know, more staples than body at this point, but GG's to him.
I wanna see how many kills
Don't go in your inventory just yet, Ace. We've seen so many competitors get lit up while extracting here. You don't want to do that.
We got extract with bonus. We got.
Ubba's still in something with, I think, a raider with
Like the only
9
thing we
by
could have killed
19.
more scavs and players, obviously, but like that's not gonna happen.
Ubba trying to light him up. I don't know. Ubba, good. I hope you got him.
Just a couple for good measure, you know?
Alright, how long we got? 10 minutes.
It is 5-5-6, right?
We just interrupted a couple of players, Scav.
Looks like it was 17
kills for Ace. Well done.
Oh, Bubba
That guy is still in there, yep.
Oh! Bubba's getting hit by something. Player scab.
Those pesky player scabs.
Listen, buddy. Alright.
Hey, you know, they're walking points. They're coming right to him.
Okay. I think at this point, chat, didn't we get shot at by another scav? We did.
I'm looking up top right. Is that does that say 3 minutes left?
There's another scav out in the fields that shot us.
How's that timer look for him? I can't tell. Is that 8 or 3?
I believe it's
9:31.
9:31.
I think we have to.
Because I believe he had just said that he had about 10. His battle mod had just told him he had about 10 minutes left.
I see it. There we go. He's gonna want to take that hermetic extract, guys, just to get those extra points. To maybe get in. Oh sh!
What in the frick, dude?
Oh,
yeah, reserve.
All right.
It's not Tarkov with one of those moments.
I blame Garlem for making me say Bubba there.
Damn it, Garland! Come on, man.
Okay. I guess, chat. We go hit Hematic, right?
Yep.
Good call
100%
by
Ubba.
Ubba saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and hit Hermetic. Time to go. We've put on what we can do. We've done what we can do. It's getting way too dark.
Yeah, we definitely.
I gotta kind
I
of
think we've done as
just
much as we can do.
get what I've got and get out."
Sucks we can't get the pawn kill. I guess we could loop back through pawn into Hematic and then extract.
He's just very casually thinking about his plan. He's not worried.
Yeah, I do like this. I do like this play style. You know, like let me get everything
We just gotta hope that
packed up. Let me make sure I'm healed up. Because this is where things
yeah,
get
you don't wanna
really
be caught
dicey
with
for
your
the
pants
competitors. Exactly. This is where things get exceptionally dicey because depending on the path that you take, if you go straight through the middle and you've hit that button, everybody knows the path that the average player takes. They hit the button and they go straight through king here. And that's usually or queen. We'll get clarification on
King,
which one it is.
king,
Is it king?
king.
It is king.
Maybe there'll be a scav at the front door.
They normally just push through king here, and it's the most trafficked way to do this. Whereas I've seen some competitors hit it and then go around the outside, and I think that's the smarter, safer play, but it does force you to use time a little bit more.
Yeah, and you got to think too, the guy's running around in the dark with the flashlight. Now, if you're in one of the pawns or somewhere, you can see that, like, I mean, like, it's so easy to see in reserve, so he's very exposed. Maybe he's hearing some fighting.
Yeah,
It's interesting how
he
he's
says
able to
he.
hear that with his wrists.
So depending on your perception level, a Riz helmet actually isn't that much of, or an Alton isn't that much of a detriment compared to like a lower level player wearing contacts. You can normally still hear quite a lot while wearing those helmets. It's something that I've done a lot. Is I usually wear contacts up until my perception gets high enough and my awareness, and then I just switch to an Alton because I'm not really at a disadvantage anymore.
An extra point like that, we're gonna take him.
Yeah, take a peek.
I don't know if I like this idea that.
There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Roger that. Let's get those.
If that was a Raider, it might have been a different story.
I don't know if I like this pathing that Ubba's doing here. Like I understand he's looking for
the
points. Yeah. Okay. I mean, remember, it is 4 minutes, so once you hit the button, you have 4 minutes to make it to extract. If somebody else hits the button, they don't have to wait. They can just go over to the button and then make their way to extract. But being the one not hitting the button and timing it is always a pain. Okay, can we get clarification? Has Ubba's button been hit at all?
All right.
Because if his button has not been hit at all, more than likely it is going to spawn raiders this late into the raid, and it's going to give him some, like, he's going to have a fight to get over there.
Let's do this, chat.
He still has 2 buildings to go. Bush, what 2 buildings does he have left?
10, isn't it? Yeah. You get 10 extra. Oh, just gotta hope. I gotta hope that Gaz had an unlucky one, dude. Oh.
Gaz
you can
definitely
hear
did have an unlucky one.
True that.
He really did. Just saying, oh, I hope Gaz had an unlucky one.
Chat, so Raiders have.
It goes back to that RNG, man. We keep talking about it over and over. Just sometimes, man, you spawn in and it's just everything is against you, man. Everything.
A killer's a bit of a papega at night. So
get some F's in chat for Gaz.
He did have a really good woods raid, though.
We could finish this one out strong, dude.
Now, another thing, too, about pressing the button is Raiders can spawn at train extract, they can spawn in caves, they can spawn on Hermetic, they can spawn right in front of the door. You never know.
Flashlight through the truck. Yep. I don't know if you saw that. There they are.
Raiders! Oh, he's just hip firing. Oh!
Oh, come on. No. Oh, no. His stamina's been knocked out from the shots. Oh, there he goes.
Heavy bleed.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no!
Oh, I tried to pop a green chat.
Oh, so close, man. Nice try. And I told you, right in front of Hermetic, they spawned. It's just, you never know, man. You never know. Sometimes you can go underneath caves and come up the other side. That's the safest way.
Trying chat to get the space.
Barracuda got him.
Nice try, Ubba.
Oh, Ubba, beautiful showing. Nice try. Putting in some work.
Nice try. Look at this time spaced out in his kills. He was trying. He was seeking for those scabs. Look at that. And you can't. He just couldn't find me in the dark.
Yeah, and that was
17 minutes, 23, 39.
Mm-hmm.
That is so spread
and that
out.
that was his biggest detriment right there. Was 100% that the time of day went from him having an absolute beautiful view to pitch black. And he just was not able to get those kills towards the end. Oh, so sad for Bubba.
GG's all around. GG's all around.
Much love to every single one of our competitors. It has been a great showing from these guys. They have put in so much work. I'm excited because we went into this kind of with a preconception of who we thought might be going to first and second. I really did think that Gaz and that Ace just had first and second kind of in the bag, even though I know this map so well and I know the possibility of the points that people could do. And then Gaz gets taken out early. Ace puts on a clinic. I mean, Atlas, he literally just, that he owned the map.
How to Tarkov.
Exactly. So then we have Gaz go out, and now here's the thing, Atlas, we don't know. We have no idea where the standings are going to be.
No, we don't. We've not seen the scores ourselves, guys. It's all up in the air.
It really is. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to give our battle mods the opportunity. They're going to go ahead and they are going to get all of the points total. They're going to go through, they're going to verify, they're going to double check, because like we've said before, this is a tournament and there is money on the line. We have the finals, the championship coming up on Sunday, where first place is going to win $1,000 and second place is going to win $500, sponsored by Battle State Games. They donated the money for this tournament. It's way too kind of those guys. They are supportive in more ways than we can thank them. But oh man. Whew, I'm pumped after that last raid. I'm excited to see this.
I'm pretty sweaty, dudes. I mean,
yep. Yeah. And if you are enjoying it and you are a streamer here on Twitch and you want to compete, make sure you are following the Twitter for Evasion at evasion_GG on Twitter. That's where they post every time that they have new signups, like we'll have this evening for the NA Duos signups. We'll start this evening. I can't wait to see it. Duos are some of my absolute favorite tournaments that Evasion hosts. They're a different format than normal, and it's a lot of fun to see. I can't wait to see what Team Evasion brings for this tournament. And also, we are going to be looking at, you can also find all of this information on the Evasion website over at evasion.gg. All right, guys, we are going to go to commercial. We are going to give all our battle mods, like I said, plenty of time. Go grab a drink, get ready, get back for all of the action, and we will be back in just a few minutes, okay?
the scores are very close, ladies and gentlemen. Very close. 3 points difference. Stay tuned.
Pushing, help. One more. Dead, all dead. Go home.
can take me, bro? Nobody can take me. What's up? Get the fuck off me!
Ready? Yep. That explains the massive amount of footsteps that I heard.
Ah, see ya. Thinking about it, I'm just like, well, that was that then. Okay. There's no fucking way I just hit that. What?
Should have been grabbing the CPU fan. No, sir.
Great success. Yes, very nice.
He's in the hallway. On the left. Oh, he's out the door. I'm dead. I got him. Nice. Oh, there's another one. Got him. Got both of them. Oh god, I got one below me too. Still alive. Okay, I got both my boys. I'm going back upstairs.
Kill one. Kill two. Kill three.
Let's fucking go, baby. Baby Ronald, what's going on, boys? How are we?
Through.
Holy shit! Oh!
All right, everybody, welcome back. Sorry that took so long. This one was something special, but we have our points. All right, Atlas, go ahead and let's let the people know what we've got going on. This was splendid.
Guys, thanks for your patience. Welcome back. Now, we'd like to say from Evasion, this is the closest scoreboard we have ever had when everything was all said and done. Reserve could have given us a totally different finish, and all these competitors deserve to be here in the finals and should be proud of their showing today. With that said, 4th place, Angry Elmo with 51 points. Elmo had a few setbacks with kills early on in interchange in woods, but he kept himself in the running through the event. One fateful shot from a scav ended his reserve run and leaving himself with just 4 points from 2nd place. Reserve can be like that sometimes, guys. First, that ace, well done, 140 points, the 2nd closest ever in Evasion GG. Ace never lost focus and was determined to get the finals from labs to reserve, being our only 2nd competitor to get 10 points in labs, to closing as the highest EU total score of 140 points. The 2nd one total of the season, only to Sheaf.
Yeah, and that leaves us with just something that has only happened once before this season. We had a tie for 2nd and 3rd between Gasm and Ubba. Now, normally when we have a tie on points, we use PMCs to determine that. And the reason that this took so long was we had to go back and verify all of the standings, because both of these competitors were exceptionally close on PMC kills and were tied on scav kills. But with the tiebreaker, both finished with 54 points, but the one with more PMC kills is Ubba. British Ubba is our 2nd place winner. Oh, man. So that means that Ace and Ubba are moving on to the championship bracket on Sunday. They are both in the run for the $1,000 and $5,000. I'm ecstatic. This was great. Atlas, thank you for joining me for this. Seriously, this has been a tournament and a battle, and seeing these competitors that close to each other all the way through it has made one of the most entertaining rounds we have ever seen here at Evasion.
100%. I was happy I was here for it. 100%. And now the semifinals tomorrow. Thor the Titan, Super Rob, Blitzer Girl, Rakunzel, and then we'll see you on Sunday.
Yep. Now, don't go anywhere, because we are going to interview both Ace and Ubba and check in with them. So let's go ahead and join those guys and see what they all had to say. What's going on, Ace? What's going on, Ubba? How are you guys doing today? Yeah, you guys...
That sounds good.
Yeah, you put on a clinic from beginning to end. You just did not stop going. Let me ask you this. Did you want to know your placement, or did you have your battle mod not tell you anything?
I mean, I looked at the streams after the raids, so I kind of knew where I was about, but yeah, I don't know. I think once I asked for what the scores were about, yeah. On the reserve, I was pretty chill. After like panicking for I feel like 5 minutes straight in fucking like what was the building called? Medical building or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was panicking in there. Holy, that was intense.
Yeah, we were worried for you, because at one point you became more staples than PMC.
Yeah. I think I was only thorax and head and probably like, I don't know, 30 HP or something. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was very, very crazy. Atlas, do you have a question for Ace?
Ace, I was gonna ask, man. Okay, so if you knew somebody that had never participated in this event, what is something you would tell them to give them advice? As someone who has
don't die early, because there's not too many chances you can have. So yeah, I feel like dying early really messes up your score.
So playing kind of safe, checking more angles, playing a little slower.
I mean, I don't really play safe, to be honest, but I think that will still be the tip. Try to not die early. I mean, you don't really have to play safe if you know your limits, you know. So I think still playing aggressive enough to get kills, but not like over pushing. Sometimes also just going back for a second, medding, and like taking your time.
You mean like running in the street between king and bishop and with no stomach like you did, or?
Yeah, probably don't take me as an example. That was kind of dumb, but I guess it worked, so I'm happy with it.
It was an amazing show. And now, Ubba, what was going through your mind when you went down at the door, like over there by K buildings to those raiders?
I thought that was it. I'll be honest with you. I was like, GG's. You win some, you lose some. Chat. It just wasn't our day today. I thought maybe if I made it out through Hematic, we had a slight chance. I knew I was in a huge point deficit anyway, so I was kind of like, we need to farm everything that we can. As I was getting low on that mag, I realized, the raider horde is here, and I'm probably dead here. And the worst part about that is the third raider didn't die to my headshot. He died to the martyrdom nade of the first raider, by the way. Which I was crying about, because I was like, what if it's 1 point in it? What if... I thought I was out. What a turn of events, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
really know what to say.
Exactly like you just said. I mean, the fact that both you and Gaz ended with 54 points, that would have been a deciding factor, and there wouldn't have been a question. I mean, the reason it took them so long was they had to go back and verify every single thing. You're coming into this, you came into the semifinals as the wild card, and you are now part of the championship. What does that do for you mentally preparing for Sunday?
It's just a huge confidence boost. I'll be honest with you, gents. I really didn't think I'd done enough tonight. We got smoked in interchange. Ace smoked me in Shoreline. GG's. I mean, incredible player, clearly pumping out 140 points. You know, hats off to him. I honestly didn't think we'd done enough. So I was just trying to have some fun with it, play our game. You know, I learned from Blitzer that it's never over until reserve's over. I lost I was kind of the point leader in my group, and then she came back huge on reserve with an enormous score. So I knew anything was possible, but I truly didn't believe until we just got dragged up into the interview thing, and I was like, this is a little harsh if they drag in the guy that lost the tiebreak. But yeah, huge confidence boost. What a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. All right, Alex, you got anything for Ubba?
I have one important question. Ubba, are you ready?
Hit me.
Night interchange or night reserve or day reserve? What's your choice?
Oh, I prefer daytime reserve, 100%. I think I may have messed that up because I died so early in the raid before that I jumped into lobby and it was like 5 p.m. By the time we got told to go, it didn't even cross my mind that it was probably like 6-7 p.m. and that I'd have to play during the night. So yeah, that just added to kind of the stress. But
dude, you performed very well for how dark it was, and thank God you had a flash. Well done.
Yeah, very beautiful job by both of you, Ace, Ubba. Thank you guys so much. You guys put on a showing, and I cannot wait to see you both back here on Sunday for the finals. So a lot of money up on the line for both of you guys. Anything you guys want to shout out real quick before we leave you? Go ahead, Ace.
I mean, you guys can watch me at that Ace __ on Twitch any day of the week at 3 p.m. So yeah, that's
perfect. Thank you, buddy. And what about you, Ubba?
I think it would be only fair to send people to Gaz. GG's, hats off. What a competitor. That sucks. You know, on a different day, it could have been his thing. Go check out Escapegasm. You know, twitch.tv/Escapegasm. Go throw that man some love. Go send him a follow and hit him with your Twitch primes, gents. Because any other day, it could have been a different result. GG's.
Dude, what an absolute gentleman. Thank you so much, both of you guys. We will catch you all Sunday. Have a great one. All right, guys.
See you, guys.
Thank you very much. Much love.
Good night, gents. I'm still sweating.
I'm still sweating over here. Well, man, what an amazing competition that we've had. Just absolutely great competitors showing love to their other competitors like that. Huge British UBBA, huge shout out for that. But guys, that is it for us. This was an amazing event, and it was just, this is why I love doing this, because this is how it is. It's spectacular. It's hype. And if you want to be a part of that, make sure you guys are checking out everything that Evasion has, from their Twitter at evasion_GG to their website evasion.gg, and become a part of this. We want new people. They have events going on all the time, so please join that. And don't forget, they have some amazing merch, and you can find that at evasion.gg/merch. Find all of that. And before we go, I also want to thank the great battle mods that we had today for all of our competitors, from Preppy, Bush, Damon, and Bolts. These guys put in a lot of work. They give their time each and every day for these tournaments. It can't be done without them. We can't thank our battle mods enough. Show each one of them some love also. They do so much. But all right, Atlas, go ahead and tell everybody, where can they find you? What's your schedule? Tell me.
Guys, most of you guys know me. I'm Atlas. I'm from the East Coast of the United States, North Carolina. I primarily play reserve customs. Right now, my life's a little wacky. That's why you see all this behind me. I'm at my folks' house, where I look for a house of my own. So my schedule's kind of weird. If you want to find me, usually check my Twitter or join my Discord, and I just announce when I go live. I don't have a set schedule. You'll see me on reserve for sure.
Yep, our 1 through 40 reserve crazy man right here that we have, Atlas. Thank you so much for joining me, Atlas, today. It has been a pleasure. It really has. And guys, you can find me. I'm Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me at twitch.tv/unfluffybunny. Pretty much every single day, playing Escape from Tarkov or some other shooter. I am always there. I hope to teach you guys and help you become better Tarkov players in the future. Don't go anywhere, though. We are going to show you guys the love over to that ace. And one more thing before we go, you guys don't understand how much work goes behind the scenes. I want to thank our amazing production team, Hotel Bravo and Sigma. They do a lot of work behind the scenes. And our head battle mod, Garlum. He's the man that keeps us on our toes every single day. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and raid our winner, that ace. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Get the hyping emotes ready, ladies and gentlemen.